game. And then slowly, as you get closer to the game, you allow yourself to kind of push the negative feelings aside, and you start to fill yourself up with all the great things that are going to happen and what you need to do to execute the game plan, and of course ultimately to seeing yourself holding the trophy. And then as the game starts, all the negative and the positive go away, and then you drill yourself down into just executing the game plan, and you don't think about the what ifs and what should have been or what could have been. You just really kind of play in the moment, and I think trust becomes a massive word when you think about it. Can I trust each one of the players that are going out there to not only to do their part from a strategic standpoint, be in the right position, be in the right places at the right time, but not get undisciplined and take poor penalties at the wrong time because their ego is bruised and someone took advantage of them, then being able to hold all that in check. So there's just so many dynamics to think about for a team in order to overcome all the obstacles to win a championship. And it's fascinating to me. It's one of the reasons I was able to play 26 years, because once you do it, you understand how fun it is, but also how complicated and intricate it is to kind of get not only the team from a physical standpoint to come together, but how a team comes together emotionally, mentally, and the spirituality around a team, and the respect that lives inside that locker room is incredible.
Hear it all on demand. Your favorite shows, your favorite games. Don't miss a second of your favorite SiriusXM programming on demand with the SiriusXM app. Download it now for free.
I'm Zach Crawford with your SiriusXM NHL schedule. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change, so make sure to check out SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 7 p.m., the Florida Panthers are against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Panthers are on Sirius 91, XM 91, Internet 931, while the Penguins are on Internet 941. At 8 p.m., the Chicago Blackhawks face off against the Montreal Canadiens. You can hear the Blackhawks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 925, while the Canadiens can be heard on Internet 934. Also at 8 p.m., the St. Louis Blues do battle against the Ottawa Senators. The Blues can be heard on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 944, while the Senators can be heard on Internet 939. At 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers are in Anaheim to do battle against the Ducks. You can hear the Oilers on Sirius 210, XM 221, Internet 930, while the Ducks can be heard on Internet 920. At 10 p.m., the Vancouver Canucks are against the Nashville Predators. The Canucks can be heard on Sirius 91, XM 91, and Internet 948, while the Predators are on Internet 935. I'm Zach Crawford with your SiriusXM NHL schedule. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change, so make sure to check out SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 7 p.m., the Florida Panthers are against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Panthers are on Sirius 91, XM 91, Internet 931, while the Penguins are on Internet 941. At 8 p.m., the Chicago Blackhawks face off against the Montreal Canadiens. You can hear the Blackhawks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 925, while the Canadiens can be heard on Internet 934. Also at 8 p.m., the St. Louis Blues do battle against the Ottawa Senators. The Blues can be heard on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 944, while the Senators can be heard on Internet 939. At 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers are in Anaheim to do battle against the Ducks. You can hear the Oilers on Sirius 210, XM 221, Internet 930, while the Ducks can be heard on Internet 920. At 10 p.m., the Vancouver Canucks are against the Nashville Predators. The Canucks can be heard on Sirius 91, XM 91, and Internet 948, while the Predators are on Internet 935.
The PGA Tour comes to life on SiriusXM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, SiriusXM 92.
Tampa Bay Lightning head coach John Cooper stopped by for a morning skate with Gord Stellick and Scott Laughlin on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio on SiriusXM Channel 91 to talk the keys to his success over the years and the challenge of getting to the Stanley Cup Final 3 years in a row.
John, I'm going to ask you to be a little bit self-analytical and, being in the business that you're in and knowing how successful you've been and what drives you and motivates you. What do you think has been the key to your success over the years? I mean, every league you've been in, you've won, you've had the staying power, and you've had all kinds of championship pedigree. If you say, hey, look, I'm still going strong, I'm still chasing another ring, what is it that keeps you going, and what is it in particular that you feel has made you as successful as you've been?
I would say there's a couple things. Internally, it's the fire is still burning. And so I think that first and foremost is the biggest thing, because when you lose your passion for it, and I've watched it happen to people, then you might as well you should get yourself out, because you're just doing yourself and your team a disservice. So that passion is first and foremost the big thing. I would sit here say on the other side of things, like Jeff Vinnick as an owner, and it kind of goes back to the previous question about stability. And that's one of the things we've had. And so Julian Breesbaugh was my general manager in the minors and now the NHL. So we've been together for how many years? You know, we had Steve Yzerman in the early part of that, and he kind of was like the mentor. He was the actual one that brought me in, but we've had that stability. You know, only 2 GMs, but both of them work together. We've had one owner, one coach, basically, you know, since I've been there, one captain, and it's this core group of guys that have all stuck together. And I think we've kind of, I don't know how to explain it, you know, you've kind of passed the coach-player relationship because we've been there so long, and we all just have this common goal of what we need to do. And there's a lot of pride, a lot of passion with the group of guys we have, and then Julian's done a great job of kind of filling in. And when I say fill in, it's like getting the Nick Pauls, getting the Brandon Hagels, you know, guys that are still long-term guys, but that weren't, you know, pseudo-drafted into our system. And it's, you know, we've been really fortunate that it's worked out the way it has. But I truly believe the stability, the belief, and the passion of the same group of people that have been together, and that's what's really helped us. It takes its toll, both physically and mentally, and I give our players credit, you know, to come back and make the playoffs the next year. But, you know, now we've been one and done for 2 years. We've had some breaks. We've had a little bit of turnover, and we need to get back. We need to get back to those, you know, making some runs in the playoffs. And but I will sit here and say, I'd be remiss to say, you know, those years, they do take a toll, and maybe it has taken a toll in the last, you know, couple of years on us. And but I can tell now that, you know, a couple of years of being bounced in the first round, it's just a different vibe coming in, especially this year of seeing all the players. And there's an energy I haven't felt in a while, and I think part of that is because we have been bounced, you know, in the last 2 years.
SiriusXM has soccer covered end to end. SiriusXM FC. Hear live play-by-play and talk shows hosted by legends of the game. It's SiriusXM FC on Channel 157.
I'm Zach Crawford with your SiriusXM NHL schedule. All times are Eastern, and please remember all games, times, and channels are subject to change, so make sure to check out SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 7 p.m., the Florida Panthers are against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Panthers are on Sirius 91, XM 91, Internet 931, while the Penguins are on Internet 941. At 8 p.m., the Chicago Blackhawks face off against the Montreal Canadiens. You can hear the Blackhawks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 925, while the Canadiens can be heard on Internet 934. Also at 8 p.m., the St. Louis Blues do battle against the Ottawa Senators. The Blues can be heard on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 944, while the Senators can be heard on Internet 939. At 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers are in Anaheim to do battle against the Ducks. You can hear the Oilers on Sirius 210, XM 221, Internet 930, while the Ducks can be heard on Internet 920. At 10 p.m., the Vancouver Canucks are against the Nashville Predators. The Canucks can be heard on Sirius 91, XM 91, and Internet 948, while the Predators are on Internet 935. I'm Zach Crawford with your SiriusXM NHL schedule. All times are Eastern, and please remember all games, times, and channels are subject to change, so make sure to check out SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 7 p.m., the Florida Panthers are against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Panthers are on Sirius 91, XM 91, Internet 931, while the Penguins are on Internet 941. At 8 p.m., the Chicago Blackhawks face off against the Montreal Canadiens. You can hear the Blackhawks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 925, while the Canadiens can be heard on Internet 934. Also at 8 p.m., the St. Louis Blues do battle against the Ottawa Senators. The Blues can be heard on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 944, while the Senators can be heard on Internet 939. At 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers are in Anaheim to do battle against the Ducks. You can hear the Oilers on Sirius 210, XM 221, Internet 930, while the Ducks can be heard on Internet 920. At 10 p.m., the Vancouver Canucks are against the Nashville Predators. The Canucks can be heard on Sirius 91, XM 91, and Internet 948, while the Predators are on Internet 935.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
Iron Mike Keenan, former NHL head coach, came on the morning skate with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. That's SiriusXM Channel 91. He was on to promote his new book, Iron Mike, My Life Behind the Bench, and he took some time to talk about his career, specifically the regrets and the influences.
When you get a chance to sit down now and you think back on all these times, any regrets?
Yeah, of course you have regrets. I had the heat turned up quite a bit at my own distraction, so I could have, and I evolved, and even Greg, you just mentioned Greg Gilbert, he said, Mike, you're completely different here in New York than you were in Chicago, so you learn from your own mistakes, and for some reason I was so driven, I took it personally if we lost, personally, and I was miserable, and I could have probably managed the principles of my coaching career and what I thought was important, that I would always stay intact with those, but the methodology could have been turned down a bit and probably
A
little bit smoother.
A little too intense?
At times,
Yeah.
for sure.
Now, big names, Scotty Bowman, Roger Nielsen, Tom Watt. I mean, I don't know, mentors, friends. How did they all influence Mike Keenan?
Well, first of all, I played for Tom at University of Toronto, and then we developed a close relationship, and I would talk to him a lot about coaching. Now I'm in Peterborough, he'd come and see me, and we developed sort of a minor league team for him, because the guys that couldn't play for U of T right away, like Mike Polino, come out to play with me in Oshawa. And so we developed a relationship that way, but we talked a lot about hockey. He taught me more about hockey than anybody else. And then Roger and I have a relationship through Peterborough. We're getting now into the sort of the technical part of video replay and how that got. And then I got Scotty Bowman, the greatest ever. He hires me for the first time, probably saw a little bit of himself in me, and he's calling me in the middle of the night after every game. He drives home from Rochester, and at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'm not exaggerating, sometimes an hour conversation in the middle of the night. Why did you put Bob Mongrain on the penalty killing at that time? Like, okay, Scotty. But he was just, and he would test me all the time, and I just give him a firm belief in what I thought was right. And he respected that. So it was interesting and then we became friends over the years. It was a real 3 guys that really influenced my career.
Well, that was Iron Mike Keenan, former NHL head coach and author of Iron Mike, My Life Behind the Bench. He was in conversation with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for the morning skate on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. That's SiriusXM Channel 91.
SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio is the place for expert advice, strategy, and information from the best fantasy sports analysis to win your league. Plus, hear pick-by-pick coverage of live drafts and interviews with top players, coaches, and team executives on SiriusXM 87.
I'm Zach Crawford with your SiriusXM NHL schedule. All times are Eastern, and please remember all games, times, and channels are subject to change, so make sure to check out SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 7 p.m., the Florida Panthers are against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Panthers are on Sirius 91, XM 91, Internet 931, while the Penguins are on Internet 941. At 8 p.m., the Chicago Blackhawks face off against the Montreal Canadiens. You can hear the Blackhawks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 925, while the Canadiens can be heard on Internet 934. Also at 8 p.m., the St. Louis Blues do battle against the Ottawa Senators. The Blues can be heard on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 944, while the Senators can be heard on Internet 939. At 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers are in Anaheim to do battle against the Ducks. You can hear the Oilers on Sirius 210, XM 221, Internet 930, while the Ducks can be heard on Internet 920. At 10 p.m., the Vancouver Canucks are against the Nashville Predators. The Canucks can be heard on Sirius 91, XM 91, and Internet 948, while the Predators are on Internet 935. I'm Zach Crawford with your Sirius XM NHL schedule. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change, so make sure to check out SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 7 p.m., the Florida Panthers are against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Panthers are on Sirius 91, XM 91, Internet 931, while the Penguins are on Internet 941. At 8 p.m., the Chicago Blackhawks face off against the Montreal Canadiens. You can hear the Blackhawks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 925, while the Canadiens can be heard on Internet 934. Also at 8 p.m., the St. Louis Blues do battle against the Ottawa Senators. The Blues can be heard on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 944, while the Senators can be heard on Internet 939. At 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers are in Anaheim to do battle against the Ducks. You can hear the Oilers on Sirius 210, XM 221, Internet 930, while the Ducks can be heard on Internet 920. At 10 p.m., the Vancouver Canucks are against the Nashville Predators. The Canucks can be heard on Sirius 91, XM 91, and Internet 948, while the Predators are on Internet 935.
Get the latest news, opinion, and analysis from MMA to boxing and the professional wrestling world 24/7. SiriusXM Fight Nation, SiriusXM 156, and the SXM app.
Former NHL head coach Iron Mike Keenan came on the morning skate with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, and he was asked about the long Alexei Kovalev shift during his time in New York, and he shared his side of the story about the skilled offensive talent that was Kovalev.
The Alexei Kovalev shift. I've heard 7 minutes. I've heard 9 minutes. Hey, you stay out there. You kind of figure it out. Describe to us what went into that. How long was a shift? Certainly, Kovalev was a talent, that's for sure, but he was a bit of an enigma.
Super talent.
Yes,
and talented people sometimes are elusive. And Alex, I try to explain to him, you're getting 20 minutes. And I don't want the shifts to be 1 minute, so you have 20 shifts. I'm going to give you 40 shifts at 30 seconds so you can build the intensity up. Understand? Yeah, I understand, Mike. Goes out there. Of course, it's a minute and a half. I said, now, Alex, the guy that's supposed to be playing behind you just missed his shift because now we're going to the next rotation. You're out there for 2 rotations. Okay, Michael. So, again, next thing, does it again. So I said, oh, my God. So I said, okay, guys, this time when he comes back to the bench, it's now going to overextend his shift. He's going to be a little tired. Don't open the doors. He comes over and I said, get out. He thinks I love him now. Get back out there, I said. So then he comes over again. And now I said, guys, he's going to want to climb into the bench because he's done. I said, when he comes over, puts his leg up, push him back out. And they pushed him, but now they are laughing on the bench. This is in New York City. Right during the game. Back there. So Alex figures it out. He scores a goal in the middle of this shift.
Wow.
He gets himself a rest. Stays out there. Finishes the period. So I think it's about 9 minutes. I walk off the bench. I said, Mess, explain it to him, will you, please? He said, I will. Don't worry. I'll look after it. So as a result, we fast forward now to the playoffs in Game 6, playing New Jersey. In the Jersey series, I double shifted him. When he had to come back, and he was electrifying. Mess got the 3 goals, but Alex was a horse. And very talented, powerful. And the problem was he was so efficient that he could stay out, but he didn't grasp the concept of just picking up the intensity. You could see him. He could dangle and hang on to the puck, and nobody could take it from him. He was resting while he was out there. So
in essence, it was a bit of a training ground for what was to come against the Devils at the most important time.
Exactly.
Wow.
So it turned out to be a good lesson for him because that's what he did in that game. 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I just said, Alex, I'm going to double shift you. Get ready. Don't be out too long.
That was former NHL head coach Iron Mike Keenan in conversation with Gord Stellick and Scott Laughlin for the morning skate on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. That's SiriusXM Channel 91.
Mad Dog Sports Radio has the best sports talk in the business, covering sports with a passion and knowledge you need. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 86, and the SXM app.
I'm Zach Crawford with your SiriusXM NHL schedule. All times are Eastern, and please remember all games, times, and channels are subject to change, so make sure to check out SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 7 p.m., the Florida Panthers are against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Panthers are on Sirius 91, XM 91, Internet 931, while the Penguins are on Internet 941. At 8 p.m., the Chicago Blackhawks face off against the Montreal Canadiens. You can hear the Blackhawks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 925, while the Canadiens can be heard on Internet 934. Also at 8 p.m., the St. Louis Blues do battle against the Ottawa Senators. The Blues can be heard on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 944, while the Senators can be heard on Internet 939. At 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers are in Anaheim to do battle against the Ducks. You can hear the Oilers on Sirius 210, XM 221, Internet 930, while the Ducks can be heard on Internet 920. At 10 p.m., the Vancouver Canucks are against the Nashville Predators. The Canucks can be heard on Sirius 91, XM 91, and Internet 948, while the Predators are on Internet 935. I'm Zach Crawford with your SiriusXM NHL schedule. All times are Eastern, and please remember all games, times, and channels are subject to change, so make sure to check out SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 7 p.m., the Florida Panthers are against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Panthers are on Sirius 91, XM 91, Internet 931, while the Penguins are on Internet 941. At 8 p.m., the Chicago Blackhawks face off against the Montreal Canadiens. You can hear the Blackhawks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 925, while the Canadiens can be heard on Internet 934. Also at 8 p.m., the St. Louis Blues do battle against the Ottawa Senators. The Blues can be heard on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 944, while the Senators can be heard on Internet 939. At 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers are in Anaheim to do battle against the Ducks. You can hear the Oilers on Sirius 210, XM 221, Internet 930, while the Ducks can be heard on Internet 920. At 10 p.m., the Vancouver Canucks are against the Nashville Predators. The Canucks can be heard on Sirius 91, XM 91, and Internet 948, while the Predators are on Internet 935.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM, Channel 89.
Former Buffalo Sabres head coach Don Granato was on the morning skate with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91, to talk about how different today's athletes are, as well as what it's been like to watch Austin Matthews grow.
It's really a switch in the last 10 years. First birth year I had at the national team program was 95 birth year. So it was JT Compher, Tyler Mott, that group. You have them for 2 years, so the next birth year coming in was the 97s, which was prolific. It was Austin Matthews and Matthew Tkachuk and McAvoy and Hanifin, Werenski. And I remember talking to the coaches back then that this birth year is way different than the 95 birth year. And this summer, ironically, I picked up a book that titled The Anxious Generation. And I thought it was very well documented, and the author used the iPhone. And the iPhone came out in 2008 or 6, somewhere in that range. But social media didn't hit hard on the iPhone where you could rate a kid's looks if you're a high school student. And so judging other people on a social media app on the iPhone was about 2013. And so now you think about all these kids going to high school, and we never had this. They can be made fun of on social media. They don't even know it, and they're walking out of a classroom and people are laughing. Yeah. So it's a different world we all live in because we're all criticized and compared to more and faster. And with that, you need to balance that with support. And I think, lots of coaches that have gone, that I watch around the league in the NHL, there's a lot of great coaches and a lot of good young coaches that are really good at that. The X's and O's, I say to people, are easy now. When the X's and O's are a very simple part of hockey. It's connecting with people and getting people motivated and excited. And that's changed dramatically. X's and O's became big when video hit the computer. You could watch 100 or 1,000 forechecks over and over and over and say, okay, these are the key components on a forecheck. And so, you didn't have to be in the NHL to become better at that. So that's the easy part. I just can't imagine doing this or that I did it. I called Brian Matthews one time in Austin's U17 year. And I said, Brian, do you have any idea how good your son is? And his reply was, no. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you, what is this conversation? And I had to explain to him, and I said, I think this is what's going to happen to Austin. I said, you honestly have to prepare for your life to become very chaotic and crazy. And lo and behold, he gets drafted in Toronto instead of some different market. And we know how crazy it can be here.
Oh, yeah.
But and then the last thing I'll say on it is I remember leading up to the draft, lots of people said, can he handle Toronto? And I thought, absolutely, no problem. And the biggest thing for me is when a young player comes in the league, and we talked about it earlier, if they're a -2 or 3 and they have a really tough night, you get to know how they're going to respond. And some that breaks their confidence, and maybe they need a stint in AHL. You got to get them out of the pressure. But Austin was so good that if that happened, and when it's happened in his career, it doesn't hurt his confidence. He knows that he's in that category of player that I know I can redeem myself just get me to the next game now. And they can do, the best players can do that. And that's a different echelon of player at the NHL level that can do that. So if you look at the top players in the NHL, their confidence is not going to break. The guys right under that, they have a bad night, they may not want that next game.
On the court and off, your home for the NBA is SiriusXM. Follow all the drama as your favorite team vies for it all. SiriusXM NBA Radio, SiriusXM 86.
I'm Zach Crawford with
One-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
No mortgage payments for a whole year? It could happen with End of the Roll Flooring Center's Win Your Mortgage Payments contest. What would you do if you were mortgage-free for a whole year?
I'd probably go on vacation.
Probably take a trip and then do some renos.
Then I'd be able to definitely afford more hockey camps for my kid.
If you want to win your mortgage payments for a whole year, just drop into any End of the Roll Flooring Center to enter today. Visit endoftheroll.com for all the details.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Yeah, I think we've been playing some really good hockey. Obviously, the 2-game road trip in California is not our best, and we know that, and we knew how to adjust and had a really good game against Utah. So happy with how we've been playing. Obviously, looking to keep that up.
Oilers are 12-3-1 in their last 16 games at Spring-A-Board or Inside the Game Analyst. In fact, Rob, the Oilers 10 games over 500 at Christmas. The last 2 times they've done that, they've gone to a Stanley Cup final back in 05-06 and 86-87. Oilers and the Ducks tonight. What do you expect?
Well, I don't think there's going to be surprises for the Oilers tonight. I think they realize how good the Ducks are. This is a team that's only 1 game under 500. They beat them last week. They just beat the Jets in Winnipeg. This is a hockey club that's got some young players that have good skill. They've got a goaltending tandem that gives them big saves. They are very good 5-on-5. They're all right around even or just under even when it comes to 5-on-5 play. So you can't come out here and expect to win. You have to come out here and earn the victory. So I think the Edmonton Oilers will be much better prepared in a much better headspace for this game than they were in California.
Yeah, no question about that. Stuart Skinner, the Oilers' #1 goalie. Last year, Calvin Pickard beat the Ducks 3 times. But Skinner against Lukas Dostal, this is a team with the 4th best save percentage in the NHL, Rob.
Well, the Oilers are going to need saves. We saw the other night that Anaheim Ducks can score, and they put pressure on you. They have been getting goaltending, good goaltending the Ducks have. So at some point in this game, you're going to expect Stuart Skinner to make 1 or 2 big saves that his team is going to need. The Oilers are going with their best. Pickard's a very good backup, but Stuart Skinner's the starter in this team, and I think that the Edmonton Oilers want to start this stretch off, and they've got a tough stretch in January. They want to start this stretch off here with a big victory tonight.
Let's go to Ford Keys, the game brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers, built Ford proud.
Well, I think if you look at the Ducks, one of their weaknesses has been their special teams and their penalty killing. So for the Oilers, get on the power play. The way you do that, win races, win battles, get into the hard areas and force the Ducks to push you out and push you out without taking a penalty. So this is a game where the Edmonton Oilers, if they get into a special teams battle, they will will win the hockey game, but you only get there if you start winning battles. The Oilers got to bring their workouts tonight.
All right, great stuff. More with Rob Brown and Brandon Griffiths during the end of the roll. First and second intermission. I incorrectly said that Pittsburgh and Philadelphia were tied 1-1. That's in the third. It's Pittsburgh in Florida tied at 1 in the third. Canadians and the Blackhawks 1-1 after 1. St. Louis up 2-0 over Ottawa after 1. And later tonight, Nashville and Vancouver. Cam Moon will have the call up next. The Edmonton Oilers host the Anaheim Ducks on Fort Oilers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network, live from Rogers Place.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go! Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Proudly headquartered in oil country, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2024 Ford favorites, save up to $5,000 on Escapes,
Up to $9,000 on Bronco Sports.
and up to $19,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Spin the wheel and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Vegas.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is Oil Country.
McDavid,
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's the first game of 2025 for the Edmonton Oilers as they host the Anaheim Ducks. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Aidan Gannam, Jack Michaels. We are the Oilers Radio Network, and we'll go to our starting lineup. It's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Victor Arvidsson. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Brett Kulak. In goal, it's Stuart Skinner. For the Ducks, Leo Carlsson in the middle with Alex Killorn and Brent Leeson. On defense, Jackson Lacombe and Radko Gudas. In goal, Lucas Dostal. The referees, Carter Sandlak and Pierre Lambert. Derek Nansen and Kyle Flemington on the lines. Who drop the puck. We're underway here at Rogers Place. Kulak back into the Oilers zone. Rims it on the right side. That's camped in along the boards by Leeson. As Leeson trying to get this thing loose, he does to Killorn. He'll swing it back to the right wing point. Gudas will shoot it. That's blocked. It hit Podkolzin. It came out, and Podkolzin will go to the Oiler bench. That one got him right in the shin pad, maybe off the skate. Nugent Hopkins will get it out to Arvidsson. Comes into the Anaheim end on the right wing. Stops up near the right wing point, and he got pushed out of the zone by Jackson Lacombe, and he's able to flip it into the Oiler end. Skinner will set it up. Skinner, 26 saves and a 4-1 win versus Utah on New Year's Eve. His last action, that was the Oilers' last action. Puck dumped in to the Anaheim zone. On the end boards, Dumoulin to the right wing corner, now through the middle, off the stick of Trouba, and he'll skate onto it. Jacob Trouba into the Oiler end. Put it off the left wing boards. It goes into the corner, now in behind the Edmonton net, in front of the goal, and flipped up and out to center ice, and it goes right to McDavid, down the right wing. He's in over the line, gets the pass across, and the shot off the left wing goes wide of the net by Brown. Nugent Hopkins with a backhand off the outside of the post. McDavid to Nugent Hopkins left corner, to the right wing point. Bouchard to the right corner, to McDavid in front of the net. That one goes off the skate. Troy Terry will clear it.
They're looking at Vasily Podkolzin, and this is not good. He's going to go off of TD Force underneath after blocking that shot.
He got drilled. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. We're minute 40 gone. Stetcher at center ice. Now into the Anaheim end on the left wing. Near the top of the circle it goes, and it comes out. And down the left side is Gauthier for Anaheim. He'll dump it in. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Stetcher on the end boards. McTavish right on him. Gets it around the left wing to Hyman. Hyman was able to just poke it out over the blue line. It comes back to Nurse. Snaps a pass up the right wing off the stick of Janmark. Into the Anaheim end and behind the net. Hellison will rim. And up the right wing, Gauthier will just get it out. Zellweger back into his own end. The Fort Saskatchewan product goes into the left wing corner. Now across to Hellison. Will rim it up near the blue line and out through the middle to McTavish at center ice. He'll dump it in. Goes in behind the Oiler net. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. 2.5 gone. Kulak up the right wing. Get it up the right wing boards. Gave it to Emberson. He'll bounce it out to center ice. Now brought in on the right side by Henrique. Got tied up by Lacombe. And it goes into the right wing corner. Gudas out from behind his net. Up the right side for the Ducks. Sweeps a pass across to Harkins. Now to Lundestrom. Turns back near the left wing point. Forced to the blue line by Jeff Skinner. Off the boards to Harkins. Goes in behind the Edmonton goal. To the right wing point to Gudas. Will shoot it. And that one goes off the stick of Henrique. Breaks his stick. Goes to the left wing corner. Puck to the right wing point. Gudas has it. Across to the left for Lundestrom. Skates down the left side. Goes into the corner. Now in behind the net. Back to Gudas on the right wing point. Over to Lacombe on the left. Back to Gudas, has it right point, high slot, Harkins will shoot it, tipped just wide of the Edmonton net. Lacombe centering pass, that gets broken up before it got to Carlson. And the Oilers get it out, it's Perry to center ice. Gave it to Jeff Skinner, went to shoot it in, it went off some shin pads, and it's turned up by Killorn at center. Now to Carlson, into the Oiler end, his shot, and it sails over the Edmonton net. Killorn has it left wing corner. Around the boards to the right wing point.
But Colson back out there, he is
good
one
to see.
Guy.
Trouba right corner, centering pass off the stick of Arvidsson. It's going to go down the ice. And in behind his net, Dumoulin. Up to the point where it was kept in by Bouchard. We're scoreless here in the first period. Just over 4 minutes gone. Podkolzin, left wing corner to Draisaitl. Brings it up top of the circle to the blue line to Ekholm. Snaps it off the left wing corner. Goes over to the right wing. Killorn will flip it just out. Podkolzin. Now it goes to Draisaitl. 12 straight games with a point for Draisaitl. Mishandled it. The puck came out. Same with Connor McDavid. Oilers will make a change. Bouchard has the puck at the Edmonton blue line.
Ross Johnson got a massive hit in on Jeff Skinner, by the way.
There's Brown to McDavid into the Anaheim zone to Kulak. His shot off the stick of Vetrano. That goes out of play. 4:46 gone here. Scoreless first. The Oilers and the Ducks.
It's a 6'5", 240-pound player burying a 5'9.5", 185-pounder, and Jeff Skinner, he got hit hard there. Not quite as hard as when Steve McIntyre ran over Dustin Boyd. That was one of the hardest hits of all time.
Face off to the left of Dostal. 32 saves and a 3-2 win versus New Jersey on New Year's Eve.
He's a good goalie.
Very good goalie. Gibson played last night in that win in Winnipeg. Here's Kulak's shot. Pad save made by Dostal, and the rebound to the middle, and getting it out is Vetrano on the right side to Terry into the Oilers zone. Across to Lacombe. The backhand just off the shoulder of Skinner. Here's Vetrano with his shot, and that one was blocked. It hit Kulak. He'll lift it up, try to get it out. The Oilers do get it out. McDavid down the right wing, into the Anaheim zone. Now to Brown, puck goes to the corner. Lacombe will get it up the boards to Vetrano. He's able to clear it out. Nugent Hopkins to Brown at center ice. Back into his own end to Kulak.
Ryan Hayward telling us for the last 3 weeks, Jackson Lacombe has been the best defender by a mile for Anaheim.
Up the left wing, it goes to Janmark, cuts to the middle, or make that brought in by Kapanen on the right side. From the angle, the shot wide of the net, goes to the left wing point. Stetcher to Kapanen, left corner. Over to the right side. Kasperi Kapanen turns to the right wing corner boards. Right in behind the net to Janmark. Go in behind that goal. Got it just free on the left to Hyman. To Janmark, back to the right wing point. Quickly to get there was Emberson. In the high slot for Kapanen. Play it off the corner board. Stetcher in from the left point. Kept it in to Hyman, left wing corner. Had Fabry right on him. Puck comes up near the blue line. Kept in by Janmark. Now across the middle to Hyman. He'll go to the net. His shot just over the goal. The puck in the right corner. Hyman centering pass. And that goes off a stick to the left wing point. Stetcher will keep it in. We're scoreless here in the first. The Oilers host the Ducks. It's in behind the Anaheim net. Kapanen to the left corner. To the middle. Batted on goal. Saved by Dostal. The rebound wrapped around. Saved Dostal. And he covers it up. Is Henrique with the wraparound attempt, and Lucas Dostal just kept it out. We're going to take a break. 6:35 gone here in a scoreless first. The Oilers take on Anaheim. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the Century Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino. Come for the action, stay for the fun. fun.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Scoreless here in the first, the Oilers and the Ducks. Tonight's Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Edmonton Down Syndrome Society, Special Olympics Alberta, and the Winifred Stewart Association, all honoring the legacy of Joey Moss by empowering and supporting individuals with Down syndrome. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050. Jackpot right now up to $139,000.
They're reviewing the play call, guys. We have no goal.
Oh, okay, on the wraparound by Henrique. They took a look to make sure that it did not go in, and it did not. 6:35 gone here in a scoreless first period. It's pretty close, though.
It was closer than I thought.
It was closer than I thought, too. Face off to the left of Dostal. All right, Henrique, Jeff Skinner, Corey Perry are out there with Bouchard and Ekholm. Puck goes to Bouchard, right point, right side to Jeff Skinner. Hit by Trouba. The puck was dug out of some skates by Henrique. Goes to the right corner, gets it to the slot. Skinner's shot, and that just goes wide after it glanced off a Duck player, and it's up against the boards inside the Anaheim zone. Trouba to the right wing. Leeson after it. It'll go back to the point. Jeff Skinner keeps it in. Down low to Perry's in behind the goal. Perry waiting behind the net. Banks it to the left point. Ekholm blasts a shot. It doesn't get through. Skinner from the left side tried a shot. That doesn't get to the net either. Bouchard keeps it in on the right wing. Around to the left. Ekholm to the left wing corner to Perry. Looks in front of the net. It's got Trouba on him. Now to Henrique left side. Back to the point for Matthias Ekholm. Off the corner boards. It went behind the goal. Trouba up to Leeson. And he's able to get it out where he finds Carlson at center ice. Now to Killorn. So floated into the Oiler end. It goes into the slot. Killorn follows it up. Man, didn't get much of a shot. It went wide of the Oiler net anyway. It's in the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Now to Bouchard. Will come out through the middle. We're scoreless here in the first. Up the middle of the ice to Draisaitl. That's offside. Arvidsson's in early.
Well, some good work so far from the Oilers' third and fourth lines. They're trying to get some juice going. Had a couple sustained shifts in the yellow zone.
They did. Draisaitl to take the draw. Tied fifth in all-time Oiler points right now with Glenn Anderson at 9:06. Puck goes to Nurse. He'll drift it in. Dostal to the right wing corner. Goes to Gudis. Up the right wing boards to Harkins. Bank it out to the neutral zone. Following the play, Harkins to Lacombe inside his own blue line. Up the left wing to Lundestrom. Only got it to the Oiler line, and Podkolzin can flip it in. Off the pad of Dostal, puck goes to the corner. Gudis up the left wing for Lundestrom. He'll go across to Lacombe, but Draisaitl there for Edmonton. Draisaitl up to the blue line. He'll go across the blue line, and Harkins picked it off. And Jansen Harkins will bring it out, come into the Oiler end. Forced down the left wing. Give it to Lacombe. His shot, and the save made by Skinner. Ross Johnson was going to the front of the net, and he gets into it a bit with Nurse after the whistle.
The Oilers don't need that trade-off. That I can tell you.
8:34 gone here. Scoreless first period. Oilers lost in Anaheim December 29th. That was a 5-3 score. Despite going 2 for 3 on the power play and 5 for 5 on the PK.
That was a strange game.
Very.
44-48 on the penalty kill here. Not bad.
That's pretty good. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. 1-1-0 in his career against the Ducks. Puck through the middle. Bouchard up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Down the right side as Bouchard catches up to it in the Anaheim zone. And behind the net goes to Trouba. Now to the left wing, but it's McDavid to keep it in. To Brown. And the left wing boards to Nugent Hopkins. Into the corner to McDavid. Getting worked over a bit by Trouba. Puck goes across to Brown on the right wing. He'll get it back to the blue line for Bouchard. Rims it back behind the net to McDavid. Dumped down by Trouba. Gets back up. Pass to the blue line to Bouchard. Now to Brown. To Bouchard on the right wing point. On the right wing boards to McDavid. To Bouchard. One-timer! And that whistle just wide of the net. And up the right wing, Vetrano. Skate up to his own line. Now go all the way across. Give it to Dumoulin. Dumoulin in his own end. Over to Zellweger. Make that Gauthier. Will take his time. On the left side to give it to McTavish. Put it in towards the net. It's gloved by Skinner. He'll hold on. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. Oilers don't play at home until the 13th of January. They've got Los Angeles here on a Monday night. Team plays the next 4 on the road.
7 of the next 8 on the road.
That too, yeah. Back for one game to go right back out again. Here's Zellweger down the left wing. Stops on the left wing boards to the blue line, and Gauthier's shot doesn't get through. It goes into the left wing corner. Along the boards, Gauthier to Zellweger. He'll get it across. Hellison shot saved by Skinner. The rebound was in front of the net, and that was picked up by Henrique, and he's able to get it out, bounce it down the ice. Hellison after he's got Hyman right on him. Puck up against the boards in the Anaheim zone, turned up by Gauthier. And Cutter Gauthier comes down the left wing to McTavish into the Oiler end. Chopped it in behind the Edmonton net. Gauthier after it on the right wing corner. Runs into Stetcher. Puck comes loose. And skating up to center ice, Janmark across the Nurse. Now on the right side, Kapanen centered that, and that got knocked away. And the puck in the left corner. McTavish behind the goal to Gudis.
Ducks have given up some odd man breaks. The Oilers haven't been able to capitalize yet.
Lacombe into the Oiler end on the left wing. A backhand. That one goes off of Gudis. Wide of the Oiler net. Up the right wing. Emberson got it out to the neutral zone. Lacombe to Gudis through the middle to Killorn. Killorn will dump the puck in on the right wing. It goes to the end boards in the Edmonton zone. We're scoreless with 9 minutes to go here in the first period. Leeson along the right side for Anaheim. To the right wing corner to Killorn's got Amberson right on him. They're up against the boards. It comes loose. Over to the right side in the Oiler end. Up near the blue line where Carlson had kept it in for a moment. It'll go to Draisaitl into the Anaheim zone. Stops on the left side just over the blue line. Waits with it. Cross ice pass that hits a stick. Goes up in the air and out of play. We're going to take a break with 8:37 to go here in a scoreless first. Oilers hosting the Ducks from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm proud to call myself an Albertan. You know, after years of touring this great province in my Ford F-150, I've learned the value of driving a tough, capable, smart truck. Whether you're working for the weekend or long-hauling it like I am, there's an F-150 for every Albertan, with plenty of options to choose from, like available Pro Power on board. So if you're looking for a new truck, stop by your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
Live sky high with remarkable units for rent and for sale at Sky Signature Suites. Currently offering amazing incentives on 1- and 2-bedroom rentals featuring designer finishes, resort-like amenities, and breathtaking views. All of this and more within the heart of Ice District, Edmonton's best address for shopping, dining, entertainment, and fun. Visit SkySignatureSuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cameron and Bob Stauffer, we're here at Rogers Place. The Oilers and the Ducks are scoreless. We got some coincidental minors. Leon Draisaitl for Edmonton, Jacob Trouba for Anaheim. We're going to play 4-on-4. Face-off will be in the Duck zone to the right of Dostal.
Yeah, Trouba finished his check and cross-checked Leon Draisaitl, and Draisaitl gave him back a one-handed slash. And the infinite wisdom of the officiating crew, they decided to even that up.
Well, lots of room out there now for McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, Ekholm, and Bouchard. Strome taking the draw for the Ducks. Puck will go to Lacombe. Lacombe in the right corner. Over to Dumoulin. Dumoulin on the left. Had McDavid on him. Gave it to Strome behind the net. Up the right wing for Dumoulin. Now to Vetrano as he'll get to center ice. Or give it to Lacombe. Lacombe will come in left side to Dumoulin. He'll shoot it. Stick save made by Skinner, and he covers it. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Skinner. Oil Kings in action tonight.
They're up 3-0 in Lethbridge.
They play Lethbridge 3 times in 3 nights.
No, you think Lethbridge might get a player or two back here by...
Well, that's true. So, yes, the Oil Kings hosting Saturday night and Sunday at 4 o'clock, both of them against the Lethbridge Hurricanes.
Didn't Lethbridge make a significant addition here earlier in the year?
Yeah, they got Yager.
That's pretty significant. Yeah. One of Canada's top 3 players at the World Juniors.
Puck in behind the Oilers net and up the right wing. It's McDavid. Now cuts into the Anaheim zone. Down the left side. In behind the net to Nugent Hopkins. He'll go to the right. Drop the puck off to McDavid. Put it in behind the net, and there is Strome to get the puck up the right wing to Terry. Gets checked on the play by McDavid, so it stays in Anaheim territory. Goes in behind the net. Lacombe to the left wing, to the left wing corner. Hopped over the stick of McDavid. Strome to Lacombe.
Guy runs a pick. He
Oilers
totally
are getting a penalty here.
He runs a pick, and McDavid's screaming at the ref. These guys have had a horrible start to this game. This crew.
Dumoulin brings it out. Delayed penalty coming to Edmonton. Dumoulin into the Oilers zone. Gets a pass to Carlson. He'll shoot it. And that goes off of Kulak. Touched by Arvidsson. And Edmonton about to be shorthanded. McDavid will go to the box.
He runs the pick. Like, he skates right in front of him, cuts McDavid off, and McDavid tries... That's a pretty weak call. Why don't you call that one both ways?
Oiler penalty kills brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Oiler PK, up to 23rd now in the NHL. And it goes in behind the Edmonton net. It's 4-on-3 as Strome back to the point. Now it goes over to Vetrano on the left. Left wing corner to Terry. Brings it up the left side to Vetrano across to Lacombe in front of the net. He was looking for a redirection from Strome. He missed it. Terry has it left across to Lacombe. Now to Vetrano to Terry. His shot saved. Made by Skinner. It hit his mask. And mask got knocked off. Puck shot down the ice. And the whistle will have to go as Stuart Skinner has to get his mask attended to. That one hit him up high. He'll have to go to the Oiler bench. Had to deal with the high heat.
Yeah, Terry had some on that.
He sure did.
We're 4 seconds away from a 4-on-3 going to a 5-on-4. Jeff Lang helping Stewart out.
Yeah. So he's got it all fixed up.
Hardest shot you ever took to the head?
I don't know. Too many to count.
Someone didn't drill you with a cannonading drive in the Western League?
I'm sure they did.
Can't remember back that far.
I remember a Travis Green one right between the eyes. He could shoot the puck. Travis Green, the current Ottawa Senators.
Was he in Spoke at the time?
He would have been in Spoke at the time. Yeah.
Out of Castlegar, BC.
That's right, from Castlegar. Here's Lacombe bringing it out for Anaheim. Now into the Oiler end, left side of Vetrano to Lacombe. Off his stick, now 5-on-4. Puck near the top of the circle. Terry will get it all the way across to Strome on the right wing. Scoreless here in the first. 6:20 to go in the period. Kulak gets it free to Nurse. Nurse off the left wing glass, but Lacombe kept it in. On the right wing to Terry. Under the right wing corner, Strome to Terry. Comes off the right side. He'll shoot it off the arm of Stuart Skinner. Puck behind the net, now to the left wing. And Carlson was unable to keep it in. It got by him and went down the ice. Carlson will drop it to Zellweger. Zellweger leaving it to Robbie Fabry. Fabry comes into the Oiler end. Goes to the left wing corner, rims the puck. It goes to the middle, and there was Ekholm, and he'll get it down the ice. 25 seconds to go in the power play.
Excellent read by Kasperi Kapanen as he was there and supported the play and broke the play up.
Zellweger into the Oilers zone. Gets to the left wing corner. Ekholm's on him. It's up against the boards. Goes loose and behind the net. Killorn to the right wing corner. Killorn for the Ducks to the blue line to Trouba. Back to Killorn. Has it at the hash mark left side to Trouba. Skips over his stick and it comes out and the penalty is over. The Ducks are 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Scoreless with 5 minutes to go here in the first period. Oilers hosting Anaheim. Pass to center ice. Fabry for Lundestrom over center, and he'll flip it to the right corner. Leeson after it. He's up against the boards, but it went in behind the net right to Bouchard. He'll bring it up the right wing for Draisaitl. Off the right wing boards and in. Rims on the left. Into the skates of McDavid. Now he gets control to the blue line. Kulak over to Bouchard. Into the slot to Hyman. Didn't get much of a shot, and it goes to Dostal. He'll cover it up. With 4:37 to go here in the first period, the Oilers and the Ducks still looking for this game's first goal. We're going to take a break from Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments and no interest for 1 year. Oilers and Ducks still knotted up at zeros. 4:37 to go in the first period. Face off in the Duck zone to the left to Dostal. As it goes up against the boards, Henrique in there with Dumoulin. It comes free, and Lundestrom will bring it out for Anaheim. Through the middle, in over the Oiler line. He'll go right to the net and rolled it just wide. He split the D and got a pretty good opportunity, but missed. And the puck along the boards on the right side. Perry will get it out. Now to Jeff Skinner, into the Duck zone. To the right wing corner to Perry. Now in behind the net, Henrique will take it to the left wing with Leeson on him. Leeson got it free. Perry recovers it, gives it to Jeff Skinner. He's in behind the Anaheim net. Skinner works over to the left side, up to the top of the circle. Skinner down the left wing, cross ice pass, hits a stick, goes to the right corner. Now behind the net, Perry. Oh, a high stick by Zellweger. Caught Perry up high. And the Oilers are about to go on the power play.
Well, good work there from the Oilers' fourth line as they create a power play opportunity off an extended cycle. It's just going to be a 2-minute minor.
Edmonton getting their first chance here.
Oilers' power play. 2 for 3 in Anaheim on Sunday. Didn't connect the other night in the 4-1 victory over Utah. 13th in the league at 22.9%, but climbing in the penalty killing unit at 75%, 26th in the NHL for Anaheim.
Power play. It's brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off to the right of Dostal. Puck goes to Bouchard, down the left wing to Nugent-Hopkins, into the corner. McDavid out front, and the shot by Draisaitl doesn't get through. Nugent-Hopkins left wing boards to the blue line to Bouchard. Off a stick, it goes in behind the net. Over to the left side where Nugent-Hopkins takes it into the corner. To the right wing boards for McDavid. McDavid to the point, finds Bouchard, brings it to the middle, gives it back to McDavid, skates to the middle of the ice to Draisaitl, one-timer, and a glove save made by Dostal as Draisaitl wires it on goal from a sharp angle.
Well, that's from Leon's kill zone there, Dostal. You're not going to beat him often from there. Mind you, they not squeeze one past him almost in the identical spot the other night.
It was a well-placed shot by Draisaitl, but Dostal got there. Gudas will rim the puck. Bouchard keeps it in. Down the left wing to Nugent-Hopkins. To Bouchard. Bouchard to Nugent-Hopkins. Out of the left corner in front. Scores! Zach Hyman redirects it. And the Oilers are up 1-0.
Well, that'll be Zach Hyman's 14th goal of the season, and the Oilers' power play unit continues to slice and dice the Anaheim Ducks here. First two matchups. Bouchard swings it down left side. Nugent-Hopkins drives the lane. I'm just wondering, did that get a piece of Hyman, or did that get deflected in by Jackson Lacombe? I'm going to suggest it's Zach Hyman's goal. Nope, I'm not sure of that now.
Tough to say. Nugent-Hopkins came out. Yeah, tough to say. That might have hit Lacombe's stick.
I think it's Nuge's goal. Be his ninth.
And the Oilers take a 1-0 lead at 16:54 on the power play. And it will be Nugent-Hopkins upon further review. Out from behind the net. And the Oiler end, it is Nurse, right side to Connor Brown. Comes in over the line. It goes into the right wing corner. Along the right wing boards, about top of the circle. Knocked off the stick of Brown. And Vetrano will get it out. Give it to Strome. Cross ice pass. It's bouncing around into the right wing corner. And Terry taken off of it. And puck brought out through the middle of the ice by Janmark. He'll come in over the line, give it to Stetcher. Going to the right wing corner. His centering pass. Brown couldn't get his stick on it. Terry will clear it out. 1-0 Oilers lead. Nugent-Hopkins, the goal scorer. His 9th of the season. Puck brought in on the right wing. Janmark tried to drop it. Went right to Dumoulin. He'll go across to Trouba. Trouba gets the puck out to center ice. Tavish with it in the neutral zone to Trouba at center ice. Cross to Lacombe. Comes into the Oiler end. Get hit by Emberson. Puck goes to the left wing corner. To McTavish in behind the goal. To the right wing point to Gudas. He'll shoot it. Tipped just wide of the Edmonton net. And Arvidsson to Draisaitl at center ice. Now to Podkolzin in over the line. Goes to the left wing corner. Across to Arvidsson, but broken up. And it was Gauthier to the left wing corner to Lacombe. Get it up to center ice, that's it. Emberson's cross ice pass. Hit the skate of Gauthier. McTavish into the Oiler end. Off the left wing boards, it goes in behind the net. Kulak there for the Oilers. To the line where it's kept in by Lacombe. Rims it. Emberson into the middle to Podkolzin. Podkolzin loops back at the Edmonton blue line. Oilers make changes here. Coming up the last minute here in the first period. 1-0 Oilers lead on a power play goal by Nugent-Hopkins. Up the left wing, but that gets picked off by Killorn. Now we'll give the puck to Carlson. Over the line for Johnston. Rim it in behind the Edmonton net. It's into the left wing corner of the Oilers zone. And it's Carlson. Poked off his stick, and Bouchard goes in behind the goal. Up the left wing to Nugent-Hopkins. He's able to get it out to Hyman. He's got McDavid with him. And over the line, Hyman waiting. Pass across, and just broken up. Getting his stick on it was Killorn. 25 seconds to go in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead. Puck given away as Stuart Skinner went to play it. Ross Johnston only had it for a moment as Ekholm, left wing to Bouchard, can't get it out. It goes to Strome, forced down the left. He'll drop it. Lacombe will shoot it. Save made by Skinner. And he holds on with 7 seconds to go in the first period.
That's a sequence that Evan Bouchard would like back. He hesitated at the opposition blue line. That allowed the zone exit for Anaheim, and then he had the puck under control and got nothing on the pass, and they turned the puck over, and fortunately Stuart Skinner was able to fight that one off.
Face off to the right of Skinner. 7 seconds left to go here in the first period. Oilers with a 1-0 lead. Draisaitl to the left wing corner. Henrique to take it up against the boards. And the period will end 1-0 Oilers after 20 minutes. Each team with the power play. The Oilers make good on theirs. And Oilers now 3 for 4 against Anaheim with the man advantage. But Ryan Nugent-Hopkins from Evan Bouchard, the only goal of that.
I think there will be a second assist at some point added to that. I mean,
yeah, I would think so.
Bottom line, you got the lead after one. You weren't great.
Yeah. But again, on the power play, they've been good against Anaheim.
It's a funny game how that works out.
And we can head downstairs. Aiden Gannam standing by with Ty Emberson.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Ty, obviously a little bit of a slow start for your group in the first period, but then it kind of, started to shift there towards the end. Could you speak on the first?
Yeah, I think it was a slow start, like you said. I think we just got to manage pucks a little bit better and get back to our game plan of getting pucks in deep. I know they're a good offensive team, so we just got to make sure we get their neutral zone clean and try to get behind them.
You guys had that huge penalty kill when Connor went to the box. It almost felt like a momentum shifter there for a moment, but you guys do a great job of killing it off. Can you just speak on the success of your penalty kill so far through the season?
Yeah, I think it's gotten better as we've gone on, just as we've gotten more comfortable with each other. I think Stu and Pix have made some huge saves for us down the stretch, and Stu was lights out for us there. So I think we just got to lean on our goaltending and lean on our fundamentals.
Awesome. Good luck in the rest.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Guys.
All right. Aiden Gannam downstairs. That was with Ty Emberson after 20 minutes here at Rogers Place. The Edmonton Oilers with a 1-0 lead. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins from Evan Bouchard at 16:54 with the man advantage. And that is all it has been. Shots are 10-7 in favor of Anaheim after the first period. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they are ready to go. They got the first intermission for you when we come back. 1-0 Oilers lead the Ducks after 20 minutes from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
No mortgage payments for a whole year? It could happen. With End of the Roll Flooring Center's Win Your Mortgage Payments contest. What would you do if you were mortgage-free for a whole year?
I'd probably go on vacation.
Probably take a trip and then do some renos.
Then I'd be able to definitely afford more hockey camps for my kid.
If you want to win your mortgage payments for a whole year, just drop into any End of the Roll Flooring Center to enter today. Visit endoftheroll.com for all the details.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bouchard to Nugent-Hopkins out of the left corner in front. Scores! Zach Hyman redirects it, and the Oilers are up 1-0.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. And welcome to the first intermission. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown at Rogers Place. Oilers with a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. Well, Brownie, what do you think of that period? Is it fair to call that a low event? It just wasn't a lot there.
There wasn't, but I think we talked before the game about what we knew about this Anaheim Duck team. We felt they were a good 5-on-5 club, which we saw in that first 20 minutes. We felt they have very good goaltending, and Doxtel was very good in that 20, but their weakness was their special teams. They went for 0-for-1 on their power play, really didn't scare the Oilers at all, and then when the Oilers got their power play, they made short work of it. So Anaheim came as advertised. I thought the Oilers were okay. didn't give up a whole lot. They got very fortunate. Bouchard gave the puck away right at the end of the period. That could have turned out ugly for the Oilers. So, low event. Not a whole lot going on, but the Oilers, when they needed that one goal, they were able to make their power play work, and they take full advantage of a sloppy stick behind the net of the Anaheim Duck defender, and they get the 1-0 lead.
We know what the top two lines of the Oilers can provide, but I like the way the bottom two lines played actually in that period.
Good point, Brink. They were the best two lines in that period. I thought the Henrique line with Skinner and Perry, which was the fourth line, they created, I think they had 3 good shifts in the offensive zone and got the Oilers a power play.
Yep.
I thought the Zach Hyman, Janmark, and Kapanen line very good. Created a couple grade A scoring chances, and eventually there was a review on one of the plays as they went hard to the net. So I thought the Oilers' third and fourth lines very good in that period, and as a whole the Oilers were they were okay. They didn't give up a whole lot, just the one big mistake by Bouchard. Outside of that, there wasn't a whole lot of good looks by the Anaheim Ducks.
One of the things that I love is the arenas are so well monitored by microphones now that actually started a little bit earlier, because it looked like Stuart Skinner kind of fumbled the puck a little bit. You could actually hear him on the microphone go, whoa, whoa, whoa. And started laughing, and then it just kind of turned into the Harlem Globetrotters a little bit there, but they got away with it.
Yeah, the one thing you don't want to do is pile mistake on mistake. There will be mistakes in hockey games. It's every player on the ice during a game will make 2 or 3 mistakes. You just hope they aren't big ones. Skinner gave the puck away, but that's on the defenders too. Right. Stuart Skinner's facing the backboards with the puck on his stick. He's got to have his defenseman yelling which way to go with it.
Right.
Because he can't see who's coming, and there was back pressure. So if they yell the other way, then they're out of problems. But no one yelled at him, so he threw to what he thought was an empty corner. It wasn't. But then the puck instead of just keeping it on the boards, take a hit, keep it there, fight in the corner, Bouchard just threw the puck away. And it was a hope pass. Yeah. Because we're up top, we can see there was nobody that was going to get to on the Edmonton Oilers. So he's hoping that there would be an Oiler there. You can't make hope passes in your own zone. You can't go through your own front of the net slot area with a hope pass. Those usually don't end up in a positive way for your team. So you can't pile a mistake on top of a mistake. Sometimes just eat, or as Todd McCullen just say, punt. Just make the simple play. If you eat it in the corner, or if you can throw it up the boards, it's much easier to defend fighting along the boards at the blue line or in the corner than it is trying to defend something in the high slot.
See how much hang time you can get on that, right?
Well, and if you don't have time to do it, then just eat it. Take the hit.
Right.
Because as you're fighting in the corner, that's allowing all your defenders to get back into the right positions. Because when Stuart Skinner has the puck, the Oilers are in offensive mode. They're trying to get into places where, here's where I'm in this corner, you're in that corner, the centerman's in front of the net. So you're in a position to take the puck. When the puck gets turned over, now all of a sudden the Oilers need to get back into defensive positioning. So if you're the defenseman in the corner, Bouchard, keep it in the corner. That gives you an extra 2 seconds to everyone get into their position. Wingers come high slot, winger comes high along the board, centerman comes down for support, defenseman gets back into the front of the net. When you throw it blindly, now there's nobody in their proper defensive position, and the Oilers are very lucky that Skinner was able to come out and make a save.
Okay, I say this kind of laughingly because we talked about it on the pregame show, and that is, do you start tinkering with the lines already, or do you just kind of let them kind of get into a bit of a groove here?
Well, the thing is, the third and fourth line is very good. Yeah. So Connor is Connor and Leon is Leon. So I don't think you really need to tinker at all. The Oilers will. After coming out of power plays, coming out of penalty kills, there's always tinkering done by Chris Knobloch. The Oilers were fine. Zach Hyman is going to eventually be back playing with Connor McDavid. Scored 54 goals there. Is it the second period? Is it the third period? Is it 5 games from now? It'll happen. Yeah. You just ride the wave. Connor Brown's been playing well, and you give him an opportunity. I don't see a whole lot happening unless, of course, the score in the game changes. That is a big indicator of when Chris Knobloch's going to change things around. Are you up? If the Oilers score the next goal and extend the lead, it makes it very hard for the Anaheim Ducks to come back. If the Anaheim Ducks score, all of a sudden Chris Knobloch starts thinking about what might be better in his line adjustments.
How important is it to get that second goal? Based on what we saw the last time these two teams met, where all of a sudden the Oilers let their foot off the gas pedal a bit.
Well, there's teams that are below 500, there's a reason they're below 500. And it usually means that if games are close, they have a chance. If they get behind by multiple goals, they don't usually have the horses to come back. The Oilers are a very good front-running team. When they get ahead, if you start taking chances against them, well, then all of a sudden you leave yourself exposed to odd man breaks coming the other way. So the next goal is always important when you're playing against the Oilers. The Anaheim Ducks, though, have shown that they can come back in hockey games. They got some guys that can put the puck in the back of the net, so you can't fall asleep on them. I thought the Oilers were pretty good defensively in that first period, where they really didn't give a whole lot up to the Anaheim Ducks.
Right.
So defensively, that was a good period. Maybe a little sleepy offensively, but you would imagine the way that this team can explode. And the Oilers did last game, 2 goals in 20-some seconds or whatever it was. You can't make a mistake against the Oilers. That's why you see the Anaheim Ducks playing a very careful game.
Okay, Rob, thanks. We'll talk to you coming up in the second intermission. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Calling all hockey parents. Ford of Canada and the Edmonton Oilers want to know how your child's minor hockey team gives back to the community. For a chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime experience with 4 drills and skills to train like a pro at Rogers Place. Open to minor hockey teams with players between the ages of 7 to 13 in Edmonton and area. Register your child's minor hockey team today at FordDrillsAndSkills.ca. Registration closes January 31st.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go! Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. The EPS Homicide Section is looking for tips in the case after 43-year-old Ashley Burke was found dead on the riverbank east of the Quesnel Bridge near White Mud Park Monday afternoon. An autopsy has confirmed foul play, with the cause of Burke's death being withheld. Investigators say she was living here in Edmonton but had ties to Spruce Grove, and they would like to hear from anyone who had spoken with her recently. Edmonton police say they now consider a man's death to be suspicious after the 46-year-old was found unresponsive back on October 20th near 96th Street and 105th Avenue. An autopsy was done, but additional testing is required, with the victim's identity still being withheld in this case. And police have raided a convenience store at the corner of 97th Street and 107th Avenue that they say was known to be selling prohibited knives and contraband cigarettes. And sure enough, that's exactly what was found, with the 44-year-old store owner and 2 employees charged with weapons trafficking along with contraband tobacco trafficking. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
From your home to the ice rink, ATCO Energy is there. As the official energy provider of Rogers Place, we're also proud partners of the Edmonton Oilers. ATCO Energy, powering your place. Customers Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822.
Experience a game day meal that's second to none. Fanfare with Skip is your all-star lineup of local restaurants this hockey season. Watch Jack Michaels give you the play-by-play on each restaurant's connection to the community and our team. Visit EdmontonOilers.com/skip to watch this month's episode with Amazing Walk Restaurant. Then open your Skip app and tap in an order with exclusive fan access to a deal each game day during the month.
Did somebody say Skip?
Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back at Rogers Place after 20 minutes of play. The Edmonton Oilers leading the Ducks 1-0. Let's take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. After 2 periods of play, the Chicago Blackhawks at home tonight in the Windy City, leading Montreal 2-1. Also, after 40 minutes of play, the St. Louis Blues, who are playing at home with a 3-0 comfortable lead on the Ottawa Senators. After, shootout, it was the Florida Panthers prevailing with a 3-0 home ice victory. Sorry, a 3-2 home ice victory over the Pittsburgh Penguins. And starting up shortly here in about 5 minutes' time, the Vancouver Canucks are at home to take on the Predators. It will be Lankinen squaring off against Saros. Those are your two netminders in that one. Taking a look at the out-of-town scores around the Western Hockey League, the Edmonton Oil Kings are playing in Lethbridge tonight. And after 1 period of play, just going into the second, Oil Kings, after jumping into a 3-0 lead, hanging on now to a 3-1 lead over the Hurricanes. And starting up also in about 5 minutes' time in the American Hockey League, Bakersfield on home ice taking on Henderson tonight. We'll watch that one carefully to see how the Oilers farm team is going to prevail. The out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The second period is coming up next at the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by EPCOR. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. And there it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, the Edmonton Oilers, the Anaheim Ducks getting ready for the second period of play. 1-0 Oilers lead on that first period power play goal by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. The Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight jackpot, it's sitting at $199,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050. Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Arvidsson out with Nurse and Kulak to start the period. Lacombe comes down the left wing into the Oiler end for Anaheim. To the left wing corner. He'll center it, put it right through the slot. Goes to the point. Gudis will shoot it, and it's wide of the net. It's sent up the right wing, and Arvidsson will get it out, give it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl checked right at the blue line by Carlson. And turning it up is Kaloran. His pass goes off the stick of Leeson. Comes back to Gudis. Then he gave it away to Arvidsson. Down the right wing. Drives on net. Saved by Dostal. He'll cover it up as Arvidsson then knocked to the ice by Radko Gudis. As Arvidsson drives down the right wing to get that opportunity. 31 seconds into the second period. 1-0 the Edmonton Oilers lead. And Victor Arvidsson going hard to the net.
Yeah, and a nice tackle there by Radko Gudis that usually gets called, but not tonight.
Face off to the left to Dostal. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Brown up there with Ekholm and Bouchard. It'll be Strome taking the draw for the Ducks. Oilers will be in Seattle tomorrow. Off the draw, puck goes to Ekholm. We'll give it right side to Bouchard. Off the right wing corner boards against to McDavid. Skates to the right wing to the top of the circle. Across to Brown on the left. Brown up to the blue line. To Bouchard. He'll go into the left wing corner. Stop up. Now to McDavid. Goes in behind the net to the right. Comes in front. His pass. That's off his stick. Goes right to Dumoulin of the Ducks. And he'll get it out through the middle. And Vetrano on the right wing to Strome. Into the Oilers zone. Back to Vetrano. Just glanced off his stick. And McDavid the other way to Nugent Hopkins. In over the line on the left wing to McDavid. He's behind the net. Centering pass just over the stick of Nugent Hopkins. It goes to the point. Kept in by Bouchard. On the right to Brown. Off the right wing boards. Finds McDavid. He'll bring it up to the blue line. Come across it. Go to the left wing point. Come back across the blue line. Now towards it. Poked off his stick. And getting it out is Vetrano. One-on-one with Bouchard. He's down the left wing. Bouchard forces him to the corner. And the pass to the middle picked off by Nugent Hopkins.
Great work back to the puck there by RNH to Bailey. Deep pairing out. Ekholm had stepped up. The Oilers originally didn't have any support. Bouchard did a nice job just forcing a soft play in a neutralized area.
Here's Nugent Hopkins through center. He'll lift it in. It bounces to the end boards. Hellison, left wing corner for Anaheim. They're capping it all over him. Up the right side, just comes out. Jan Mark at center ice. Give it to Kulak. Kulak through the middle. Then to Stetcher off the left wing boards and in. Dostal will have to come and play it. Dostal will get it around the boards. Past Stetcher, goes down the ice. It's icing against Anaheim.
Pizza 73 out of town update later tonight. Just getting underway right now. Henderson is in Bakersfield. Henderson's having a tough year with Ryan Craig and Brett Kissio on their coaching staff, a couple of Western League guys. Craig, of course, played for Brandon, for Kelly McCrimmon there. And the Edmonton Oil Kings lead Lethbridge 4-1 early in the second period.
Face off to the right of Dostal. Puck to the left point. Nurse on the right to Draisaitl. His backhand goes wide of the net. And the puck on the left wing. Draisaitl got it free. Out to Podkolzin, but only for a moment. And Gauthier the other way. On the left wing, he misses Fabry. It goes deep into the Oiler end. Kulak to the right corner. Out the right wing side for Draisaitl. Gets to center with Arvidsson. Checked at the blue line. Fabry turns it up the left wing. Cuts to the middle in over the Oiler line. To the right wing. Got the puck to the right corner. Johnston back to the point to Gudis. Played it down the boards. And Draisaitl to Podkolzin to Draisaitl. Into the Anaheim end. His pass that gets picked off. Lacombe then lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Here's Draisaitl in on the right. We'll give it to Podkolzin. Stops in the right corner. Behind the net to Draisaitl. Goes over to the right side to the right wing point. Emberson. Shot! Just tipped wide. Comes off the end boards and gloved by Dostal. It will be a face-off in the Anaheim zone.
Radko Gudis hits everything. And that time he got a piece of Leon Draisaitl after he dished the puck back to the point.
Three minutes, 15 seconds gone here in the second. 1-0 Oilers lead. Bouchard with that assist on the Nugent Hopkins goal, up to 200 career points. Up the right wing, Leeson will get to center ice, shoot it in, hit the corner, went right to Stuart Skinner. He left it to Emberson. Goes to the right wing to Henrique. It's taken into the corner boards. So Emberson over to Stetcher, off the left wing and out to center ice to Jeff Skinner. Cross ice pass to Perry. He'll drop it. Emberson to Perry in the right wing corner. He'll get it in front of the net, just off the stick of Jeff Skinner, and Leeson comes out for Anaheim. On the right wing to Killorn into the Oilers zone. Played it low. Carlson looking for it on the left wing, but it was Perry to get there for the Oilers. To Emberson, who will across to Stetcher. Up the left wing for Perry into Anaheim territory, left wing corner. Goes in behind the net. Dumoulin there. Roll it up to Troy Terry. Won't get it out, but through the middle, Trouba will. Long pass on the left to Strome. Into the Oiler end. Strome across, and Vetrano tried to one-timer it, but on him was Ekholm and never did get a shot away. Terry will keep it in on the blue line. Come through the middle. Pass across. Vetrano has shot, and a blocker save made by Stuart Skinner. Puck on the left point. Gudis shoots it. Stick saved by Skinner. Hacked up the left wing side by Ekholm. Kept him by Gudis of the Ducks. 1-0. Oilers lead here in the second period. Puck along the left wing boards, and coming out with it for Edmonton will be McDavid. To Nugent Hopkins in over the Anaheim line. Across to Brown. Drops it. Bouchard with a blast, and the save by Dostal. And the puck through the middle, and Terry will bring it out for Anaheim. Terry into the Oiler end. Checked by Ekholm. Gets it out to McDavid. 2-on-1 with Brown. The pass to Brown off the post. And the puck in behind the net. Sent in front. Vetrano there for the Ducks.
Brown's got to shoot that right away. He curled it. Just needed to snap it. If he snaps it, it's in the net. He had a pretty good shot, that said. The icing?
Gudis iced it. Yeah. Ripped that one. Good opportunity for the Oilers on the 2-on-1 break. Right off the post.
But as you saw him, curl and contain the puck instead of one-timing it.
Almost banked it off of Dostal and in, though, off the post. Hit Dostal in the back, but went wide.
They're throwing a bone here the way to Hyman and to Kasperi Kapanen.
They're out there with Draisaitl right now, and the puck on the right wing inside the Anaheim end as Stetcher had come in from the point. He's got it up against the boards, getting help from Zach Hyman. Got it still into the skates of Stetcher. Comes free, Kapanen in behind the net. He'll get it out to the middle, and Terry broke it up before he could get to Nurse. Floated through the middle, past Strome. It's icing against the Ducks.
Well, Ryan Strome, who signed a 5-year deal with Anaheim, never been an explosive skater, and they tried to lay it up there for him to skate into it, and he's also been out there for a while as well. So Stetcher was going to win that race back.
Face off to the right of Dostal. Draisaitl will take the draw against Strome. Puck goes to the left point. Ekholm to the left wing corner. Strome up the boards. It doesn't get out. Goes off to McDavid into the middle, but Gudis now skates out to center ice. Lost the puck to Bouchard. Gives it to Draisaitl in on the left wing. Back to McDavid to Draisaitl. It hit a skate and it goes over to the left wing corner. Draisaitl behind the net to McDavid. Hyman comes in, trying to get a loose puck. Instead, it's Gudis. He hit Gauthier with it. Ekholm pinches in. The puck stays in. It's back into the left wing corner. Gudis will rim it. Ekholm has it left point. Cross the line to Bouchard. In behind the net. Past Draisaitl over to the left wing. McDavid across the top to Bouchard. Trying to find a shooting lane. Gets to the middle. His shot off his stick goes to the left corner. 1-0 Oilers here in the second period. Just over 6.5 gone. McDavid centering pass just off the stick of Hyman, and Terry will clear it out.
Well, excellent job there by Chris Knobloch and his top guys on the ice for a sustained shift.
McDavid on the left wing will get the puck into Arvidsson. His shot off the outside of the post, and the puck up near the line. Fabry got it out. Oilers have come close here a few times in the second period. McTavish into the Oiler end, and his stick lifted by Podkolzin, who now wheels up the left side to Arvidsson to Podkolzin into the Anaheim zone to to the left wing corner. A centering pass put on net. Dostal the save as Victor Arvidsson redirected that one on goal and got a good chance. We're going to take a break. 7 minutes, 15 seconds gone here in the second period. 1-0. The Oilers lead the Ducks. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through Edmonton'sBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. Edmonton'sBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace, repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through Edmonton'sBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. Edmonton'sBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Oilers lead the Anaheim Ducks. 7:15 gone in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at Rogers Place. Only goal came in the first period. It was on the power play. It was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, his 9th of the year, from Evan Bouchard. Face off in the Duck zone to the right of Dostal. Puck goes to the left wing point. Nurse. Cross to Kulak, off the corner boards, behind the net to Perry, takes it over to the right side, up to the top of the circle, turns, snaps it around to the left. Kulak trying to jam that into the left wing corner, and Dumoulin will turn it up for Anaheim, right wing to Johnston. Went to shoot it in, fanned on it. Kulak's got it now for Edmonton. Up the right wing, off the stick of Jeff Skinner. Hit something on the boards, goes into the right wing corner. Trouba. Little backhand to Johnston. That won't get out. That's kept in. Kulak down the right side to Perry. Now into the corner. Comes out to Nurse. Scores! Darnell Nurse with a shot from the slot. And the Oilers are up 2-0.
Oh, good job there by Darnell Nurse. He activates into a seam. We talked about the fact that this line has created a power play in this game. That's resulted in a goal, and now Nurse jumps up. He's got his 4th goal of the season. This is a player 5-on-5 goals-wise amongst defensemen the last 4 seasons. He's in the top 10.
Great shot.
Yep.
Just a quick snapshot to the stick side on Dostal. Perfectly placed inside the post. And the Oilers take a 2-0 lead at 7:57 of this second period. Hellison on the right at his own line to Leeson. Now to Zellweger, up to Leeson. He'll direct it in. Stuart Skinner had to wait for the puck roll around. Now on the left to Nugent-Hopkins to Ekholm. Pressured by Killorn. Killorn can get it to the blue line to Hellison, and that one doesn't get through. Lots of traffic. Puck gets into the left wing. Skinner and Perry with the assist. Jeff Skinner and Corey Perry with the assist. Hellison on the right point. His shot, and that one sails wide of the net. Zellweger will keep it in on the left wing. Goes in behind the Oiler goal. Matthias Ekholm off the right wing boards and out. Hellison with it inside his own line for Anaheim. 2-0 Oilers lead. As Nurse scores here in the second period. Up the left side, it's Vetrano. Cross the blue line's going to lose it to McDavid. McDavid drops to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Connor Brown. Goes to the right side with Troy Terry on him. And Terry was able to push him off of the puck. And skating out to Vetrano for Anaheim. Into the Oiler end down the right wing. Vetrano stops right side. It's about top of the circle. He gets wedged off of it by Stetcher. McDavid into the Anaheim zone. Now to Arvidsson. Cross ice for Emberson off his stick. He gets it on the right side now to the right wing corner. But Dumoulin for Anaheim will go cross ice to Trouba. Trouba through the middle, missed everybody. It'll be icing against the Ducks with 10:30 to go here in the second period. 2-0 Oilers lead. Face-off back in the Anaheim zone. Shots now 13-12 in favor of Anaheim. Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Arvidsson get out there with Nurse and Stetcher. Strome taking the draw for the Ducks. To the left wing point it goes. Hops just past the stick of Nurse. He had Terry on him. Had to go back for it. Was into his own end. Out from behind the net. Nurse through the middle. Nurse to center ice. He'll shoot it in. It rims on the left. Up against the left boards. Just past Podkolzin. And Gauthier down the right wing. Into the Oiler end to McTavish. His pass to the middle. It gets to the slot. But Podkolzin there for the Oilers. He'll give it to Draisaitl. Comes down the right wing. Into the Anaheim zone. Stops up. Cross ice pass to Nurse. To the left wing corner. Goes off of Gudis. It's up against the boards. McTavish. Now to Fabry as he cuts to the middle. As he gains the center ice line and shoots it in. Skinner's going to have to play it. Sweeps it across to Podkolzin. Up the left wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl into the Anaheim zone. And Gudis was able to get him off the puck. Up the right wing. It goes to McTavish. Comes into the Oiler end. To the right wing corner. To Fabry. Brings it up the right boards. Cross ice. And it goes past everybody and out to the neutral zone. And now touched and knocked down by a high stick. We get the whistle. We got 9:21 to go here in the second period. Oilers have a 2-0 lead on the Ducks. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. I love being an Albertan and I love Ford trucks. And I know that like hard-working Albertans across this great province, there's a Ford truck for everyone. Like Super Duty. It's what I like to call a workhorse. A truck built for heavy-duty performance and getting the job done. Now that's a truck to live and work by. So whatever you're working on, you'll know that the 2024 Ford Super Duty's got the goods. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just tell them PB sent you.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deep past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Darnell Nurse, the goal scorers for the Oilers. They're up 2-0, 9:21 to go in the second period. They host Anaheim. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are here at Rogers Place. Face-off outside the Edmonton blue line. Janmark, Kapanen, and Hyman out there for the Oilers. And Emberson across to Kulak in his own end. Forced back by Harkins. Give it to Emberson now through the middle. And Kasperi Kapanen brings it into the Anaheim zone left wing. Spun himself around, lost an edge. Hyman, he gets the puck, skates across the top. He'll come down the right wing, the shot, save, rebound. Oh, no, Stahl got that one too as Kapanen got the rebound after the Hyman shot. Puck on the end boards. Kapanen to the left wing for Hyman. All the way to the blue line, over to the right point, pokes it into the right wing corner for Janmark. Janmark back to the blue line for Emberson. Skates in on the right edge. Shot! Blocker saved by Dostal. Kept in by Kulak. He'll go over to the right wing. Brett Kulak off the right wing boards for Kapanen. Pulls it off the right boards. Now to Janmark. To the point. Kulak winds up. His shot! And that one block. It hit Johnston. Kapanen has it on the right wing. Up to the point. His pass hits a duck stick. It comes out. Back home. At center for Henrique. Now to Kulak. Comes back to Henrique on the left wing. He'll shoot it in. Dostal out to play it. To Trouba in the corner. Up the right wing boards for Carlson. Cross ice pass. Gave it to Vetrano. He shot it in. Henrique to the corner. It's Killorn up against the left wing boards. Got it down low to Leeson. His pass in front of the net. Hit his stick. Comes back to Leeson. To the right wing point. Gave it to Hellison. Rims it to Killorn. Comes over to the left wing. Zellweger. Back to the left wing point. Carlson shot. And he couldn't get it through. Goes over to the right side. 7.5 to go here in the second. 2-0 Oilers lead as Henrique will get it out for Edmonton.
This line needs a change.
Hellison back into his zone for Anaheim. Oilers do make a quick change. Hellison banks it up the left side. It hits Strome. It goes into the Ducks bench. And we got the whistle with 7:10 to go in the second. 2-0 Oilers lead. Get a neutral zone face-off. Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, and Brown out there. There's something on the ice they're trying to get picked up. I don't know if a stick had shattered or what, but they're getting pieces of something out of the Oilers zone. Whatever it is, it looks like they got it all figured out. All right. They're able to drop the puck. Goes into the skates of McDavid. Back to the blue line of the Ducks. And it's Lacombe with it. Cross to Gudas. Gudas through the middle. Directed in by Strome. Skinner to play it. Got it to the corner. But Terry there for Anaheim. Behind the net. Gave it to Strome. Strome on the left. The shot save made by Skinner as there was a shot off the left wing by Vetrano. And Skinner was able to grab it with the glove and hold on.
A little bit of a miscommunication. They're talking about it there. Stuart Skinner and Kulak and Nurse playing together on defense, but Stuart was able to bail himself out with a stop.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Combe on the left wing point. Right around the boards. There was Nurse to get it out through the middle. Finds McDavid. Comes in over the line. Down the left wing. He'll drop it to Nugent Hopkins. But there first was Fabry. And it's Fabry able to clear it out for Anaheim. Glove down by Kulak. He'll shoot it in. Dostal out of his net. Stops it. Now rims it up on the glass. It gets dumped down by Brown. Will give the puck to McDavid to the left point. Comes to Nurse. His shot. And a save made by Dostal. As Nurse hammered that one on goal from the blue line.
Bakersfield up early, 1-0. Seth Griffith has scored on a setup from Noah Philp and Jacob Perreault. Perreault's got 7 points in 9 games now for him. I wonder if we'll see Philp up at some point here. Maybe in January. Maybe late January for a few games. Trade deadline's March 10th. Maybe you just need to test drive him a little bit.
Yeah.
See if you need to trade for a right shot center.
Or maybe you already got one. Here's Draisaitl. Side the Anaheim zone, left side to Arvidsson. Tried to get it low. Trouba was able to get it out. It's going to go right down to Skinner. And Stuart Skinner has to play it to Ekholm just in time, and he was able to clear it out. Trouba on the left to Vetrano, now to Strome. Brings it in on the left wing, cross ice to Terry. Has it right wing corner. To the blue line. Trouba's shot. And that one blocked, went off of Podkolzin. Strome will rim it back to the left wing point to Dumoulin. To Strome, left wing corner. Couldn't get it to the middle. Arvidsson able to break it up. Arvidsson will get it out. He finds Ekholm, skating into the Anaheim end. Dish it to Podkolzin. His shot just redirected by Arvidsson wide, covered up by Dostal. Good chance there for Victor Arvidsson. The Oilers just miss. They're up 2-0 with 5:28 to go here in the second as they host Anaheim. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The holiday countdown has started at Freedom Ford. Unbeatable deals on 2024 models with savings up to $15,000 and 0% financing. Plus, enjoy up to $10,000 cash back on your new Ford. Hurry, these offers won't last.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuss shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
The holiday countdown has started at Freedom Ford. Unbeatable deals on 2024 models with savings up to $15,000 and 0% financing. Plus, enjoy up to $10,000 cash back on your new Ford. Hurry, these offers won't last.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 2-0 Oilers lead the Anaheim Ducks. 5:28 to go in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home no payments, no interest for 1 year. Face off in the Duck zone to the left of Lucas Dostal.
Oilers have had way better, higher caliber scoring opportunities in this game.
Only up 2-0, but you're right. Put a few off some posts. Here's McDavid. His centering pass is blocked. It comes back. He'll walk it in front. Knocked off his stick. Puck up near the blue line and trying to keep it in. Bouchard. He got it to the top of the circle and bringing it out through center ice is Harkins. He'll put it off the boards and into the Oilers zone. Ekholm and Harkins are up against the end wall inside the Edmonton end. The puck comes through the middle. And it's Bouchard to center ice to Draisaitl. Over center ice, he'll dump it in. Lacombe, right wing to Gudas. Radko Gudas across to Lacombe. Up the left wing to Harkins. Stepping up was Bouchard. Now Harkins can shoot it in. Skinner out of his net. Leaves the puck for Matthias Ekholm. Long pass to Hyman into the Anaheim end. Taken off of it. Leeson won't get it out.
These guys are never going to call a hold, man.
Here's Draisaitl. His shot. He was looking for the redirect from Hyman. It just missed. The puck comes out to center ice. Into the skates of Ty Emberson. That goes offside at the Edmonton blue line.
Like they are tackling out there. It's a physical game. Anaheim's got a big, heavy team.
.426 to go in the second. 2-0 Oilers lead. Hyman just missing the redirection on the feed from Draisaitl from the left wing point area. Face off outside the Oiler line. Hellison comes in on the right, takes a snapshot, and the save made by Skinner. He'll hold on.
Oilers will fly immediately after tonight's game into Seattle. Will not have a morning skate tomorrow. Second of a back-to-back. Oilers get the Kraken, who've got depth. Jordan Eberle out for them right now, but they've got some scoring depth up front, some guys that can move it on the back end.
They played Vancouver last night, lost in extra time, get the Kraken. Puck cleared out by Arvidsson. Off a skate, it goes down into the Anaheim zone. Kapanen on the end boards with Zellweger. Zellweger kicks it free. Got it through the middle, and Stetcher keeps it in. Left wing to Arvidsson. It goes to the left wing corner. They'll go in behind the net to the right side, but Fabry there for the Ducks. He's able to get it out to Zellweger. He'll skate to center ice. On the backhand, went to shoot it in. It hit Killorn. Goes in on the offside. Mark will get it out. Pass through the middle. It's an Anaheim stick, goes deep into Anaheim territory. Arvidsson will center it. It comes back to the point. Nurse has it down the left wing, into the left wing corner to Janmark. He'll go in behind the net. Give it to Arvidsson right side in front of the goal for Kapanen. That didn't quite connect. Kapanen gets it back to the point. Nurse will shoot it towards the goal. It hits Trouba, goes to the right corner. Arvidsson with it along the right wing boards in the Anaheim zone. To the blue line. And it's Kulak across the line. Rims it low to Janmark. Goes to the right wing. Now out of the right corner, Perry, centering pass to Skinner, just broken up, capped in by Kulak. Pass through the slot, nobody there for Edmonton. And Fabry gets dumped down, and in on the forecheck, Henrique steals to Perry. Perry, off the pad and O'Stalin just wide. Great chance there for Corey Perry, and the puck cleared out. And Kulak right back in with it. He'll get it across through the middle. The shot by Skinner, that was blocked. Here's Strome at center ice for the Ducks. He's able to dump it in.
Edmonton has had a ton of opportunities here. Look out.
They're up 2-0 here in the second. Terry keeps it in for Anaheim. He's up near the right wing point. 2:28 to go in this second period. To the right corner, here's Terry. Couldn't get a shot away. He had Henrique all over him. Puck in behind the Edmonton net. Strome rims it on the left. Dumoulin in from the left wing point to Vetrano. His shot wide of the Oiler goal. Hellison will come in. He'll shoot it. It hits Henrique. Kulak pokes it up the right wing. It doesn't get out. Strome across to Hellison. His shot. That's blocked in front of the net by Nurse. And Henrique gets it out to Nurse. Up the right wing for Perry. He'll come in towards the goal. Saved by Dostal.
Oilers need a couple changes here.
Up the right wing. Hellison to center ice. He'll shoot it in. Ekholm in behind the net. To McDavid, right corner to Bouchard. Now to Nugent-Hopkins. We'll give it to Ekholm. Skates into the Anaheim zone for Connor Brown. Across the line, but off the stick of Bouchard. It comes out. Leeson's got a breakaway. Brett Leeson in the shot. Scores. Brett Leeson gets the Ducks to within one. The Oiler lead is cut to 2-1.
Well, that one's on Connor Brown. I mean, he put Bouchard in a real tough spot there. And Brett Leeson has always been able to skate. He's a big man. He's 6'5". He almost pool cued that one past Stuart Skinner. I don't know if he got all of it.
I don't think he did, but it went under Skinner's pad. Gets his 5th of the year at 18:32, and the Ducks are within one.
This should be a 4-0 game right now for Edmonton. This game should be over.
Oilers have had a lot of opportunity. Puck shot in by Ekholm. 2-1 Oilers lead. We're here in the late stages of the second period. It's up against the boards inside the Anaheim zone. On the left wing, McDavid into the corner to Draisaitl, now to Ekholm, or to Brown in behind the net to McDavid. Comes out on the left wing and could not get a pass to the point. It hit Leeson, and Gudas will get it out. On the left side of Gauthier, long shot saved by Skinner. Oh, that rebound was in the slot. McTavish couldn't quite get to it. It's cleared out. We're into the last minute here of the second. 2-1 Oilers lead. Dumoulin will go in behind his net. Now to Killorn up to center ice for Gauthier to Killorn, in over the line. A shot from the right side by Fabry. Save made by Stuart Skinner. Podkolzin will get it out. His pass was too far for Emberson. 30 seconds left to go in the second period. Kulak at the Edmonton blue line for Emberson. Wanted to go through the middle, but it's Trouba now. To Dumoulin up the right wing. Kulak there for the Oilers. Off a stick that goes out of play. 15 seconds to go in the second period.
You know, I know the shots say Anaheim's up 18-15. The A-grade scoring opportunities in this game have got to be about, you know,
all shots are not created equal. You are right.
I mean, it's been
Yeah, the Oilers have had the bulk of the good chances. Hit a few posts on Draisaitl. Had some opportunities that didn't quite click. Stetcher up the right wing to Hyman, went off his stick. Lacombe will clear it out. Stetcher will shoot it back in, went right to Draisaitl. He'll give it to Gudas. He'll go in behind his net for the Ducks. Second period will end. And the Oilers will have a lead up 2-1 on Anaheim after 40. But if you're the Ducks, you're pretty happy. You're down by 1 through 40. Gives you a shot.
You know what? They've got goaltending. And if you've got goaltending, you've got a shot. And that's just the reality of the situation. And the Oilers have not been able to finalize opportunities, and there's been lots of them off the rush in this hockey game. It's a completely deceptive game, to say the least. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at it, and the Oilers, the high danger scoring chances in this game, according to Natural Stat Trick through 2 periods, are 7-2.
I'd say that's pretty fair.
And that's 5-on-5. That doesn't include the Oilers' power play goals. So they're there. They're in the mix. And the Oilers have still got some work to do in the final 20, Cam.
They absolutely do. It's been a good 1 through 40 minutes. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scored in the first for the Oilers. Evan Bouchard picked up an assist that was career point 200 for Evan Bouchard. Darnell Nurse made it 2-0 from Jeff Skinner and Corey Perry. So the Oilers had a 2-0 lead at that point. But puck got turned over at the blue line of the Ducks, and Brett Leeson scores on the breakaway to get his 5th of the year, and the Oilers lead cut to 2-1. We are through 40 minutes. We're here at Rogers Place. It's the Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown. They've got the intermission for you when we come back. From Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
To Perry, now into the corner, comes out to Nurse, scores! Darnell Nurse with a shot from the slot, and the Oilers are up 2-0.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Alberta, right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. After 40 minutes of play, it's 2-1 for the Oilers, leading the Ducks. It should be way more than that, Rob Brown. This has been a little lopsided, but you know what? As we talked about this in the pregame, you give the Ducks an opportunity to hang around. You don't know what's going to happen.
Well, it's funny. At the end of the period, Bob said this is a 4-0 game for the Oilers. I'll disagree a little bit. It's a 4-1 game because the Oilers did make a big mistake, and Leeson made them pay for it. But it's funny. You look at the shots right now. It's 19-16 in favor of the Ducks. That shows you how many pucks that the Oilers missed the net with, how many open nets they missed the net with, how many tip-ins that looked like backdoor easy goals went off the stick and wide instead of off the stick and in. The play was to our left the entire period. That's in the Anaheim Duck end. The Oilers had a very, very good offensive time. They had grade A looks. They couldn't capitalize. Odd man breaks, backdoor open nets, slot grade A looks, and either they missed the net or they fumbled the puck, or when they did get pucks on net, the Stell made great saves. The one worry for the Oilers before the game, and we talked about it, is if you allow this team to hang around. they do have guys that can put the puck in the net, and they have a goaltender that can make big saves, and we've seen that. After the first period, the Oilers got the power play goal. The Ducks were much better, much more disciplined, so they haven't given the Oilers those chances on the power play. In 5-on-5, they get the saves, and they play not bad. This game is a 2-1 on the scoreboard. It certainly shouldn't be that, as the Oilers were by far the much better team.
Hey, when you were doing your laundry list of opportunities, you mentioned the Arvidsson off the crossbar, because it's just it was like they had a million different chances to put the puck in and couldn't get that third goal.
Arvidsson off the crossbar, Brown off a goal post. They had a lot of golden opportunities. Corey Perry gets the puck in the slot, walks around the goalie, and throws it through the goalie, through his legs out the other side. He had an open net. Kapanen had an open net. He wasn't able to get around the leg of Distel. Look after look after look. And the Oilers weren't able to put the puck in the back of the net, and that's it. Those eventually come back and bite you, and they did at the end of the period when Bouchard and Bob said it. Bouchard was put in a tough situation at the point. He was the last man back. The puck was whipped to him, and he had pressure from Anaheim. And it's one of those ones, if that isn't completely clean on your stick, you're in trouble, because you've got guys coming with speed at you, and they did, and they pushed it past Bouchard, and Leeson won the foot race. So the Anaheim Ducks, as Bob and Mooner just said, are feeling really good about themselves in the dressing room. They're down a goal, but they know they should be down at least 3 in this game, and they have an opportunity in this third period to shock the Oilers again. This is we've seen a couple games here in the past. The Oilers have dominated everywhere but the scoreboard, but this is one the Oilers should feel pretty good about themselves in this second intermission in the dressing room, because they have played very well.
I was watching Darnell Nurse thinking he's looking pretty comfortable out there, and then it dawned on me, the other guy, Brett Kulak, had himself a great period. I thought he was sensational.
Yeah, I mean, everyone looked good on the back end. They're just not giving up chances. Kulak, the one huge attribute that he has is his skating ability. He gets himself into trouble. If the Oilers get hemmed in a little bit, he gets a stride and he's gone. He was very good. And Darnell Nurse, it's too bad he wasn't able to capitalize. There was a play in the defensive zone where the Ducks had numbers. One of the few times in the whole period they had numbers. They had a backdoor play wide open as I'm not sure which Duck forward it was, made it to the back post. He beat his man there. Darnell Nurse went down and blocked this shot pass with the knob of his stick. It looked like it knocked the knob right out of the top of his handle. Then he started skating up and turned it into an odd man rush going the other way. And the Oilers got a grade A look off of a really good defensive play by Darnell Nurse. So Nurse, Kulak, Echo, I mean, the Oilers have played well. And it shows you the number of missed opportunities and missed shots the Oilers have, because it's 19-16 for the Ducks in shots. They're out shooting the Oilers, and outside of that breakaway chance, the Ducks really didn't have the puck in the offensive zone, so the Oilers squandered a lot of good looks.
If you had the 5-minute and 30-second mark in the second period down for a pool as to when the Oilers would start mixing up the lines, you'd be the big winner, because obviously then Kapanen was with Hyman and Draisaitl, and it started right from that point forward.
Well, a lot of it had to do with timing in the game. There's a couple shifts, and the one where you eventually saw Connor, Leon, and Hyman on the ice.
Yep.
There's a fourth line for the Ducks, Johnston, Luderstrom, and Harkins, who really struggled. They were on for the goal against, and they had 3 shifts in a row where they struggled getting the puck out of their own zone. Well, there's a face-off in the Ducks' defensive zone, and the coach, Cronin, put the fourth line on the ice, and that just, Chris Knobloch's eyes just lit up, like, okay, here we go. And out comes Connor, Leon, and Hyman, and they had a set play off the face-off, and McDavid just missed hitting Leon back door, but that was an opportunity for Knobloch. Says, all right, you're going to throw out your fourth line in your own zone, and I got arrested Connor and Leon. Well, we're going to send them out. In this game, though, Bryn, Connor is Connor and Leon is Leon, but the best 2 lines tonight for the Oilers have been their third and fourth lines.
Yeah.
They've been excellent in this hockey game, and Corey Perry's having himself a game. He really is. If you watch him play, he is so subtle. The plays he makes, the subtle picks, the subtle just bounce the puck off the defender, or off the boards behind the defender. The play that he made that eventually set up the Darnell Nurse goal. The play where he walked around and had almost a goal himself. he has been excellent. But the third and fourth lines, part of it you've moved Hyman down there, and you move Henrik on your fourth line. It is really given a lot of jump to the third and fourth lines, and they have carried the play offensively for the Oilers, and were rewarded with a big goal by Darnell Nurse.
Only have about 30 seconds here, but from an Oiler perspective, veteran team, just keep doing what you did in the second period and capitalize on some of those chances.
Well, this is a team, the Oilers, that were dominant in that second period, and they should have another 3 goals in their back pocket the way they played. So there's not a whole lot different you want to do, but you're going into the third period with only a 1-goal lead. So A, you don't have to force anything. You don't want to give up the big play against, and B, you don't want to take a penalty.
Right.
Other than that, just continue pushing forward, because this was a game that has been dominated by the Oilers. Just one mistake that they made at the blue line, and it was in the back of the net. So play the same way, and they should come out with 2 points.
Okay, Rob, thanks. Talk to you after the game. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Blue-collar work deserves big-dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know what I'm a fan of? Alberta. The wide open spaces, the highways and byways, and a rugged, beautiful terrain that I'm proud to call home. Maybe that's why I'm also a fan of my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, which makes it a natural fit for roads like these. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, look no further than the truck Albertans love to drive, F-150. Head into your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Residents in the provincial electoral district of Edmonton-Strathcona will be taking a much closer look at Alberta NDP leader Naheed Nenshi after he announced he will indeed be seeking the legislature seat after former party leader Rachel Notley retired from provincial politics earlier this week. Nenshi says he's still proudly Calgarian and that he looks forward to learning more about the provincial capital as he divides his time between the two cities. Justin Trudeau's Liberal caucus will meet Wednesday in Ottawa with an option to take part virtually as calls from MPs mount for the Prime Minister to step down. MPs are scheduled to return to Ottawa January 27th, and the 3 main opposition parties say they plan to bring down the government at their first chance. And Canada has announced it will not accept any new parent and grandparent permanent residency sponsorship applications until further notice. Under the government's latest plan for immigration levels, it aims to admit no more than 24,000 people through the parent and grandparent stream this year. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the stream. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers.
737373, Pizza 73.
I'm Gene Principe for Legacy Heating and Cooling. Some people think I only know hockey, but I know from the flame in your furnace to your mighty ducts. At Legacy, we never shark our duties. We get cracking and knuckle down to have your heating and cooling systems workings right, so you get a comfortable night's sleep. And that's just our division. I mean, a division of Legacy. But let's get to Pacifics. With Legacy, you'll get no interest and no principal payments for 1 year on your new furnace. Legacy, the difference with Legacy Heating and Cooling.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Brent Griffiths back at Rogers Place. Time to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Here at this game, after 40 minutes of play, the Oilers with a 2-1 lead on the Anaheim Ducks. Elsewhere, they've completed one period out in Vancouver, and the Canucks and the Predators from Nashville are scoreless. The other three games are all done. It went to a shootout in Florida, and the Panthers prevailed over the Penguins tonight, 3-2. Elsewhere, Chicago Blackhawks on home ice beat the Montreal Canadiens, who are on a bit of a roll, but the final score tonight, 4-2 for the Hawks. And the Ottawa Senators, they're a hard team to figure out. Went into St. Louis tonight and got shut out by the Blues for nothing. Taking a look at what's going on with the Oilers farm team in Bakersfield. They are playing at home tonight. The Condors and the Henderson Silver Knights, after 20 minutes of play, are tied at 2. At last report, into the third period, the Edmonton Oil Kings hanging on to a 4-3 lead over the Lethbridge Hurricanes. These teams are going to play again twice this weekend. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Third period is coming up next. Oilers with a 2-1 lead on the Anaheim Ducks. Much, much more to come. We'll see whether or not they can reverse the tide from when these two teams met last Sunday. Players are coming back onto the ice, so that's pretty much it for this one. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across oil country, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make oil country a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly. All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, the Oilers and the Ducks getting ready for the third period of play. 2-1, Oilers leading. Nugent Hopkins and Nurse, the goal scorers for Edmonton. Leeson has the goal for Anaheim. He scored at 18:32 of the second period. A game in which Edmonton has had a lot of great opportunities. Lucas Dostal has made some good saves in the Anaheim net. Oilers have hit a couple of posts. We drop the puck. We're underway here in the third. Kulak to Arvidsson at the Edmonton blue line. Bounce it. Gudas kicks it over to the right side. Arvidsson off the right wing. His shot hits a stick, goes wide. And Fabry will bring it out for the Ducks. Left wing now to Lacombe. Into the Oilers zone. In behind the net. Nurse bats it over to the boards. sent back and over the head of Gudis. He's got to chase after it. Gudis on the end boards with Arvidsson right on him. Puck to the corner. Killorn got it to the middle. It'll go into the left wing corner. It's Draisaitl for the Oilers. They got tied up. Puck comes in front of the net. Gudis for Anaheim. Waits with it. Ducks are changing the forwards. So Gudis will now start up ice and up the left wing, where he gives it to Troy Terry. Terry off the left wing, boards it in. Ekholm on the right wing for Connor Brown, but he is pinched upon by Strome. Puck to the middle, and it's McDavid skating out for Edmonton. McDavid through the neutral zone, now in over the line to Nugent Hopkins. His shot, the save, and the rebound put just wide. Brown after it in the right wing corner. To Nugent Hopkins, right boards, to the blue line, and Bouchard shot off a stick, then glove by Dostal. He'll hold on. We played 1:17 of the third. Edmonton is up 2-1. Face off in the Duck zone to the left of Dostal. Brown, McDavid, Nugent Hopkins are going to stay out there with Bouchard and Ekholm. McTavish taking the draw for Anaheim. Connor McDavid, 12-game point streak coming into this one. Same with Leon Draisaitl. Both so far held off the score sheet. Puck up near the blue line. Ekholm will roll it to the right wing corner. Dumoulin in behind his net, trying to get away from Connor Brown. Right wing to Leeson. It goes off of Brown to Dostal. He'll cover it. Then it was knocked out from behind under his glove and poked into the net by McDavid. And that, of course, that draws a crowd in front of the net. Now the whistle had clearly already gone.
Yep. Having quite an animated conversation.
They really are.
We're getting a large portion of this.
It's the beauty of live radio. Well, McDavid just kept going to it. Poked it out from underneath Dostal's glove and knocked it in the net. Whistle had already gone, but... Face-off will be to the right of Dostal. Referee just clarifying that the whistle had already gone. Okay, yep, good enough. Janmark, Hyman, and Kapanen out there with Emberson and Kulak now for the Oilers. Janmark to take the draw. He's up against Lundestrom. Dropped it once, it wasn't right. They'll do it again. Oilers in Seattle tomorrow. 8 o'clock game, Mountain Time. Puck gets up near the blue line where Emberson was unable to keep it in. Johnston got it out. His pass, he'll give it to Harkins. His shot, and that's outside the base of the post. It came out the other way. Now to Hyman. He'll come in. His shot saved. Don't stall. Hyman will roll it in front of the net, and Janmark will shoot it just wide.
Wow.
Puck on the right wing corner. Kapanen to the left wing point to Kulak. Now to Emberson. He'll shoot it just off of Janmark and wide. Hyman has it on the left side, top of the circle, inside the Anaheim zone. It goes to the blue line and just out. Lundestrom back into his own end for the Ducks. Good opportunities at both ends of the ice. Up the center to Killorn. Killorn will take his time, go back into his own end. 2-1 Oilers lead. 2.5 gone here in the third. Gudis up the left wing to Carlson into the Oilers zone. He'll get the pass to Fabry. His shot blocked by Nurse. Puck behind the net. Fabry on the right wing to the right wing point to Gudis. Over to Lacombe on the left. His shot, put it off the end glass. Comes up near the line, and it will be Henrique to get it out to Nurse. At center ice, he'll shoot it in. He'll stall out to play it. Right wing corner to Gudis. Up the right wing to Fabry, and got the puck through the neutral zone. Jeff Skinner for Edmonton. At his own blue line, just dodges the hit from Fabry. The puck came free. Gudis has it for Anaheim. Over to Lacombe. Lacombe just inside his own end. To Dumoulin. Dumoulin to Lacombe. Up the left wing to Terry. Terry now at the Edmonton blue line. He's checked on the play. Podkolzin to Draisaitl. He'll come in over the line. Down the left wing, and that pass just picked off before it could get to Arvidsson. Here's Terry with it. Lost it at the Oiler blue line. It's followed up by Strome to the right wing corner to Terry. Top of the circle off his stick. Podkolzin brings it out for the Oilers. Now to Draisaitl. Right wing Arvidsson into the Anaheim end. Drops it. The shot by Bouchard goes wide. Puck up into the air towards Dostal. He'll glove it. Hold on.
Who's got to hit the net?
Oh. He was able to lean into it. 3 minutes, 56 seconds gone here in the third. 2-1 Oilers lead. What a chance for Zach Hyman. Stopped by Dostal, and then the rebound right into the slot area, and Janmark couldn't find the handle. Face off to the right of Dostal. McDavid taking the draw, wins it, spins around, puck gets to the middle. Nugent Hopkins, left wing point, to Ekholm, off the corner boards. It skips in front of the net, and up the left wing, McTavish. And give it to Gauthier. Checked at the Edmonton blue line by Bouchard. Puck comes out to center ice. Leeson in his own end to Kudus. Now to Lacombe. Skates through the middle. Makes a little move. Comes into the Oiler end. Down the right wing. His backhand. It's blocked. Comes in front. The shot by McTavish. Save made by Skinner. Puck along the boards inside the Oiler end. Over to Ekholm on the left wing. Stops in the left wing corner. Rims on the left side and out. Lacombe with it in his own zone. 2-1 Oilers lead here in the third. Pass through the middle, hits a stick. Skips into the Oilers zone. Kulak across on the right wing. Emberson got it up the right wing boards. It doesn't get out. It's into the corner. Emberson up into the air and out. Kicks off of Hellison. Lundestrom take it into his own end. Up the left wing. Give it to Harkins. He's able to get it out. Kulak with it for the Oilers. The left side. Only got it to center ice. Scoop back into the zone. Knocked down by Emberson. Cross ice to Janmark. Now to Kulak. Back to Emberson. Up the left wing. Hits Janmark. Goes into Anaheim territory. Zellweger with it. Left wing to Carlson. Into the Oilers zone. Gave it to Killorn. His shot wide of the Edmonton goal. Perry through the middle to Hyman. Now into the Anaheim end. Comes down the left wing. Hyman to the left wing corner. Hit by Trouba. Puck into the left corner. Henrique centering pass, but Fabry there for the Ducks. To Dumoulin up the left wing. At center ice, was able to give it to Carlson. He'll shoot it in. Skinner out of his net to play it. Left wing corner to Stetcher. Up the boards to Jeff Skinner. Hit his skate, went to Henrique. Now across to Nurse. Into the Anaheim zone goes Nurse. Down the left wing. Henrique shot, and that's blocked. Fabry to center. He's able to give it to Strome. Into the Oiler end to Terry. To the middle. Dumoulin will shoot it. Save made by Skinner. Terry gets a rebound. His shot glove saved by Skinner, and he holds on. And a penalty coming up. It'll be a slashing call against the Oilers. We're going to take a break. 6 minutes, 19 seconds gone here in the third. 2-1 Oilers lead the Ducks from Rogers Place. We'll be right back. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday, Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the Powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 2-1 Oilers lead. Adam Henrique goes off for the slash. The second power play of the game for the Ducks. We're 6:19 into the third. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. The Ducks are 0 for 1 with a man advantage in this game. Nugent Hopkins and Jan Mark to start it off on the PK. To Ekholm and Emberson, and the puck goes to the point. Lacombe on the right. Give it to Terry. Puck in the right wing corner. Terry to Strome. Now behind the net. Vetrano to Terry. Right corner to the blue line to Lacombe. Has it on the right wing point. Give it to Troy Terry. He'll go down to the right wing corner. Back to the blue line. Lacombe. Right side to Strome. Out to Carlson. To Lacombe. Across that line. Now to Strome. Waiting. Over to the left point, down the left wing. Strome still with it. Dishes it back to Lacombe. His shot scores. Jackson Lacombe wires it up off the bar and in. It's a power play goal, and the game's tied at 2.
Well, it's been one of those Anaheim over the last 4 games, and they're playing good teams. It rallied from 3-1 down against Edmonton in Anaheim. Got the 3-2 shootout victory over New Jersey.
That was regulation.
3-2 regulation victory.
Regulation.
And then last night rallied from a 3-1 deficit in Winnipeg. They've tied it down 2-0 here. Oilers gave away the 2-1 goal. And then Jackson Lacombe, who's taking a step forward here, starting to pop.
That's his 7th. 6:53 time of the goal. We're tied at 2 here at Rogers Place. Well, you're right. Anaheim has been winning some big games. Won last night in Winnipeg. Oh, here's McTavish. He'll come in. The shot and the save made by Skinner. Hit him in the shoulder and it went out of play. Skinner had to be sharp there. That puck got turned over. Strome picks up the assist on the goal by Lacombe.
Strome had a lot of poise in that sequence. The Oilers never got the puck out of the zone. Think of Henrique in the box. It's a 54% face-off man and not available. Draisaitl almost 80% tonight. He's 11 and 14 on face-offs. Of course, he loses the draw.
Carlson also gets an assist. You put the whammy on him. Puck out of the left wing corner, and it's McTavish's centering pass, and that shot was blocked as Gauthier tried. Shot from the right point off the outside of the Edmonton goal. Tied at 2 here in the third. Up the left wing comes Draisaitl. Now in over the Anaheim line, takes it to the right wing. Off the right wing boards it in, puck to the corner. Dumoulin there for the Ducks. He can't get it out. Ekholm, right wing point, off the boards, down low to Hyman. Take it to the left wing. He's about top of the circle, to the blue line to Bouchard. Off the boards. Wanted to get it to Draisaitl. Dumoulin broke it up. Puck gets to the slot. McTavish overskated it. Here is Ekholm on the left wing to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid to Draisaitl. Draisaitl waits left side into the corner to McDavid. Comes over to the right. McDavid waiting. Pass to the left side. It's on the left wing point. Ekholm wound up. Didn't shoot it. Rims the puck on the right to Draisaitl. Tied at 2 here in the third. To the right wing point. Bouchard to Ekholm. Back to Bouchard. Right wing corner to McDavid. Centering pass off the stick of the netminder to Stahl and out of play before it could get to Draisaitl.
Got to put some pucks on the net, fellas. Not enough of that this game for Edmonton. Again, 7-2, the high danger scoring chances through 2 periods. But the Oilers being outshot here.
To the tune of 25-19.
And this is a team that was 31st in the league in shots against coming in. And they've outshot Edmonton now in back-to-back games.
Goodis rims it to Harkins. He got it out. Harkins off the right wing boards into the Oilers zone. Sent in behind the net for Nurse. Nurse coming out through the middle. Nurse to center ice. Shoots it in. Rims it on the right. Lundestrom with it in his skates. Going to move it back to Lacombe to Lundestrom. Won't get it out. Puck on the right wing point. Stetcher down the right wing. Gave it to Jeff Skinner. Cross ice pass just missing Nurse, who'd come in from the blue line. Perry to the blue line to Nurse. Down the left wing, it goes top of the circle. Lundstrom's able to get it out. Now Ross Johnston to Lundstrom. That's offside against the Ducks. 9:03 gone in the third period. Oilers are up 2-0 at one point in this game. Ducks have battled back. And you were saying Brian Hayward was talking on your show about Jackson Lacombe and how well he's played.
Zellweger's been a little quiet in this one. He's in for Minchikov, who probably has the highest ceiling of all those guys offensively.
Zellweger out there right now. Played Fort Saskatchewan U15. Then he was at OHA Edmonton before going to Everett and Kamloops of the Western League. Zellweger, left wing, will shoot it in. Left wing corner. Kulak to Emberson. The right side, he was able to get it out. Zellweger. Out of Killorn. Killorn over the center ice line will dump it in. Puck goes along the boards, top of the circle, and it was Podkolzin to get it out. Podkolzin through the neutral zone to the right side for Emberson. He'll shoot it in. Killorn pushes it to the middle. Carlson skates onto it. 2-on-2 out to center. Across to Fabry. Fabry to the middle of the ice. He can't get a shot away. Emberson.
That was a penalty.
He had lifted the stick, and now Arvidsson the other way. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Cross ice pass. And that goes all the way over to the boards. And it'll be Carlson to get it out. Carlson to Killorn.
Edmonton is loading up with David Draisaitl and Hyman here with 10 minutes left in the game. This is their second straight shift.
Dumoulin out from behind his net. Into the right corner. 9:49 to go in the third. Tied it 2. The Oilers and the Ducks. Puck cleared out. Draisaitl in his own end for Ekholm. Matthias Ekholm to Evan Bouchard. Now up the left wing. Went off the stick of McDavid. Shot in by Strome. Skinner's going to have to play this. Left wing corner to Matthias Ekholm. Off a stick down the left side, so it won't be icing. Gudis behind his net. Left wing to Lacombe. Now out through the middle, went off the stick of McTavish. Ekholm, little button hook towards the right wing. He got it out down the right side. McDavid, he'll come in over the line. He'll cut to the middle. He'll shoot it, and that launches off the stick of Gudis and went over the net. Puck in behind the goal. Goes over to the right wing. Gudis. Right side, just able to get that out. Now it's Draisaitl through the middle to McDavid, hit by Gudis. And the puck goes to Hyman, right corner, right side to Draisaitl, and the save made by Dostal. He'll cover it up. We got 8:52 to go here in the third. Oilers and the Ducks tied at 2. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oil Country, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day live flight night for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch the Oilers play in Las Vegas. Join them January 7th at Sherlock Holmes Pub in Sherwood Park. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 2. Oilers and the Ducks, 8:52 to go in the third period. Face off in the Duck zone to the left of Dostal. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman out there with Bouchard and Ekholm. And Trouba gets the puck off the draw. Rims on the right. Leeson trying to get it out. He can't. Try the other way. Bouchard comes from the right side, able to keep it in. It's up near the blue line, and McTavish will get it out. Swatted out of the air by Bouchard back into the Duck zone. Trouba, the right wing to Leeson. He directs it in. Ekholm will take it in behind the Edmonton net. Rim on the right wing. He got it just to the line. It went over to Draisaitl. He'll get it back to Bouchard as he gets to the center ice line across to Ekholm. He'll drill it in off the left wing boards. Dumoulin back there. Now up the left wing to McTavish. Kept in by Bouchard. Then hit McTavish. It came out. Bouchard through the middle. McDavid right wing to Draisaitl. Drives down the right wing. Stops in the corner. Looks in front of the net. Gets it back to the point. Kulak shot. Dostal the save. And he held on with Zach Hyman right in front of the net.
Pretty good luck there. Kulak looking for a deflection redirection from Hyman, and Hyman just couldn't quite pick it up.
It's been Nugent Hopkins and Nurse for Edmonton. Leeson and Lacombe for Anaheim. Face off to the right of Dostal. 7:54 to go in the third period. Janmark taking the draw against Carlson. Puck goes to the left wing near the blue line, and Killorn got it out off the right wing boards. He skates onto it, comes into the Oilers zone, stops up to Zellweger, goes to the right corner. Zellweger in front of the net, and that went off a stick before that could get over to Carlson, and bringing it out for Edmonton is Janmark. And Janmark with a backhand off the right corner boards. It goes in behind the net. Ellison helps it around to Killorn, and he's able to get it out. Kulak, right wing to Janmark. Off the boards to Brown. Comes into the Anaheim zone. Stops up. Now gives it to Kulak. Down the right wing for Kapanen. To the slot. Brown with a shot. Dostal with a save. Puck near the line. Brown kept it in. His shot again. This time blocked and out of play. Getting in front of that at the last second was Ellison. Oh, couple of looks for Connor Brown. 7:10 to go here in the third. Shots now 25-22 for Anaheim. Face off to the right of Dostal as Henrique, Perry, and Skinner get out there for the Oilers. Strome taking the draw, goes right past Stetcher on the left point and out.
Yeah, play as a right shot. That's a tough play.
Stetcher through the middle off this stick of Henrique. Goes into the Anaheim end. Gudas up against the boards with Henrique. To the blue line. Perry will keep it in. Lacombe sweeps it out to center ice. Pass comes across. Brought in. Here's Vetrano. A rising shot goes wide. Strome on the right wing to keep it in, but he gave it away to Perry. He'll get it out. Down the left side. Skinner into the Anaheim zone. Goes to the left corner. He's going to drive it in front of the net, but poked away by Dostal, the netminder. Henrique to the point for Kulak. Shoots it wide. Hits the corner boards. Goes to Vetrano. Now up the left wing to Terry. Into the Oiler end. Terry stops on the left side. Got knocked down by Kulak. Puck goes in behind the net. Nurse up the left wing. He got it out. Dumoulin at center ice. So hammer it in. And rim off of Lundestrom. Nurse over to Kulak. The right wing to Perry, but it was in his skates. Goes to the point. Dumoulin will keep that in behind the net for McTavish. McTavish slides over to the left side to the blue line to Dumoulin. Now across. Trouba's shot, and the save made by Skinner. He'll hold on to it. We'll get a gathering in front of the Oiler net as McTavish and Nurse get into it a little bit. Linesmen get in there, and they break it up. 5:49 to go here in the third. Oilers and Ducks tied at 2. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Hockey is back, and so is Play Alberta, Alberta's #1 sportsbook and the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheer for the Oilers while scoring bigger offers, boosted odds, live betting, player props, and more. New to Alberta? New players now receive $200 in free bets just for signing up. Already a player? Get a $10 free bet for every $100 you bet. Download the new sportsbook app and make your picks today. Bonus terms and conditions apply.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Oilers and Ducks tied at 2. 5:49 to go in the third period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Face off the Oilers zone to the left of Stuart Skinner. Edmonton Oil Kings get a 7-3 win in Lethbridge tonight. They will host Lethbridge tomorrow evening right here at Rogers Place. They got them Sunday at 4 as well. Puck into the corner, and it's Ekholm up the left wing to Draisaitl. He'll come in over the Anaheim line. Stop on the left wing, top of the circle. Protects it. Gets to the middle. His shot. That hit a body. Just went wide. McDavid to the point. To Bouchard. Winds up. His shot directed on goal. Save made by Dostal. On left point, Ekholm. Into the left wing corner to McDavid. Top of the circle to Ekholm. His shot. Stick save made by Dostal. And Carlson will get it out to center ice. Gave it to Killorn. Now all the way across. Carlson into the Oiler end. Pushed off of it by Draisaitl. Right wing corner to Bouchard. To Draisaitl. Comes out through center. Now to McDavid. Down the left wing. Towards the net. Across. And Hyman off the outside of the goal. Puck goes to the left wing corner. Zellweger up the right wing's able to get it out.
It's a 3-on-2 here.
Zellweger into the Oilers zone. Over to the left wing, into the left corner, and a pass off the stick of Bouchard. It goes out of play. 4:49 to go in the third, tied at 2.
Well, almost, but not quite for Zach Hyman. And the Oilers' big dogs have been held off the score sheet. Real good double deflection and Dostal. And we talked about it. I mean, this team is top 5 in the league in save percentage. Wherever they be with average goaltending.
Exactly.
But a bounce-back season so far from John Gibson, and Dostal has continued to give them solid starts every night.
Dostal is 24 years old, 10-10-3. Coming into this is his 24th appearance of the season.
But he hasn't had a lot of run support this year.
No. Dumoulin will bring it in on the left wing. Angle shot, saved by Skinner, holds on to it.
Bakersfield and Henderson are tied 2-2 early in the second period. Seth Griffith and Noah Philp each with a goal and assist. Philp served up a wide open net for Griffith's goal. Like, maybe I might have been able to finish that one.
Race off to the right of Skinner. Down to 4:38 to go in the third. Nurse wheels him behind the goal. Now up the left wing for the Oilers. Ran out of room. Lundestrom was in front of him. Cross to Kulak. Kulak up the right wing. Victor Arvidsson now through the middle to Podkolzin. Comes into the Anaheim end. Goes across to the left side. Gives it to Arvidsson. Stops on the left wing boards. Lost an edge. Lost the puck. Lundestrom will get it out. Now on the right to Leeson. Over the line to Lundestrom. His shot. And that's blocked by Kulak. And it's up the left wing to Arvidsson. He'll come into the Anaheim zone, makes it a little move. He'll go to the net and just poked it wide. What a chance there for Victor Arvidsson. It's on the end boards. Nugent Hopkins digs it out of some skates back to the left wing point. To Nurse, to Nugent Hopkins. He'll shoot it just wide off the end boards. Emerson couldn't get his stick on it. On the right wing is Nugent Hopkins. Bring it up to the point. His shot tipped on goal. And Dostal just got a piece. Puck on the right, near the right wing point. And getting it out, it's McTavish for Anaheim. 3:35 to go in the third. This game's tied up at 2. Stumped into the Oilers zone. Stetcher's got it in behind the net. Troy Stetcher through the middle. Pass up the right wing. Stepping up, though, was Lacombe. Won't be icing. Dostal out of his net to play it. Rims it, or hit it off the glass anyway. Kept in by Janmark behind the goal to Brown. Brown waiting. Pass on the right. To the right point. Stetcher's shot. That doesn't get through. Hit a leg and came out. And getting to it is Vetrano. He's got a breakaway. Vetrano in off the post. That hit the post. Puck goes to the left wing corner. Skinner may have got a piece of it too. Puck sent out to center ice as Dumoulin wasn't quite on the blue line yet.
Oilers were lucky.
Very. 2:48 to go in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Ducks. Ekholm with it inside his own blue line. Over to Bouchard. Down the right wing. Comes into the Anaheim zone. Goes to the corner. Carlson up against the boards. Carlson fans on his pass. Gets it back. Cross his line to Dumoulin. Dumoulin skating up into the Oilers zone. Slowly to the left side. Pushes it in behind the net. Puck rimmed. Comes back to Dumoulin. Behind the goal it goes to Ekholm. Ekholm right wing for Bouchard. Bouchard through the middle to McDavid. Comes into the Anaheim zone. Right wing for Draisaitl. He's up near the point. Dumoulin on him. Right wing boards to McDavid. Checked on the play. Dumoulin will get it up in the air and out. Ekholm on the right wing to Draisaitl. Didn't get a pass through to McDavid. Draisaitl, though, along the right wing boards to the blue line to Kulak. Skates across it down the left for Nurse in front to Draisaitl. Scores! Leon Draisaitl high to the stick side on Dostal. And the Oilers are up 3-2.
Well, that's the league's hottest goal scorer right there, and he's now got 28 on the season. Just an elite level pickup and finish from Leon Draisaitl. That puck was not easy. As what a setup. Hyman picked up a piece of it, and it went to Draisaitl, and he basically picked it off his right knee, knocked it down. You know what? That soccer upbringing a German kid would have. It's a little bit of that going on there.
League leading 28th of the season for Leon Draisaitl at 18:25 of the third. Draisaitl now ahead of Glenn Anderson for 5th all-time Oiler points. He's at 907 and his point streak to 13 games.
Hyman and Nurse on the assist.
Hyman and Nurse on the assist. Puck flipped down into the Anaheim zone. It's icing against Edmonton. Crowd doesn't agree.
Wow.
Minute 25 to go.
And Greg Cronin, the head coach, will pull Lukas Dostal.
So Dostal goes to the box.
Now you got to win a draw.
Yeah.
Got to win a draw and get it out. Henrique at 54%. The Ducks are not a top-end face-off team. We know that about them. Carlson to take this one for Anaheim. He's at 38.4% going into this game. The Ducks are dead last in face-offs at 43.4. They need one here.
It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Emberson rims it hard off the stick, and Nugent Hopkins, it gets out. Lacombe back into his own zone, goes in behind that empty net. And Lacombe now up the left wing, drop pass to Vetrano, and was able to leave it there to Terry, and Troy Terry down the left wing. 3-2, Oilers lead. We're up to the last minute here in the third period. Puck back to the left point. Lacombe, left side for Ryan Strome. To the blue line, Lacombe will shoot it. Save made by Skinner. He held on. 53 seconds left.
And I think we're going to see Draisaitl come out here. Do you call a timeout? Draisaitl, McDavid. I'm going to leave. Timeout is the call.
All right, timeout it is. All right, try timeout again for Anaheim. Draisaitl from Hyman and Nurse at 18:25. That's the difference here right now. 3-2, Oilers lead the Ducks. A perfectly placed shot by Leon Draisaitl. Stick side on Dostal to get his 28th of the year. Moves ahead of Glenn Anderson for 5th all-time Oiler points. Was tied with him coming into the game. And now points in 13 straight. Goals in 3 straight for Leon Draisaitl.
Give Anaheim credit. They've made a...
They haven't gone away.
They've not gone away. It's a strong push here tonight. This is the second of a difficult back-to-back. They've had 4 tough games in a row. They've been every one of them. They won the first 3. And the Oilers' work tonight is not yet done.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Puck gets to the middle of the ice, and it's McDavid to get it to the line. Goes back into his own end, gives it to Nurse. He'll go across to Kulak. Kulak waiting to Nurse, up the left wing. The empty net, the shot knocked out of the air by Strome.
What a play by Ryan. That was going in the net.
Sure it was. The left wing is Terry. Strome keeping his team alive. Terry over center ice will shoot it in. 27 seconds left here in the third. Oilers up by 1. Puck on the left wing board. Petrano couldn't get it low. McDavid or Draisaitl will get it out. It goes down the ice. McDavid's after it. It won't be icing. Lacombe to the end boards. McDavid centered it. Nobody there for Edmonton. And Carlson will get it out. His pass. And that's broken up by Nurse. Just 7 seconds left. It's rolled towards the empty net, but goes just wide by McDavid. But it won't matter. The game's over. The Edmonton Oilers will win this one. 3-2 over the Anaheim Ducks. Leon Draisaitl with the game winner at 18:25 of the third period.
Well, the Edmonton Oilers have improved to 23-12-3 by virtue of what turned out to be a hard-fought victory in this game. And Leon Draisaitl's Hart Trophy-type season continues. With leads the NHL in goals, leads the NHL in even strength goals, and leads the NHL with his 9th game-winning goal tonight, Cam.
Yeah, he's having an amazing year as Leon Draisaitl. That was a perfect shot. Plays it with his foot to his stick. Goes right inside the post, and the Oilers able to get out with the victory. 3-2 over the Ducks here this evening, and Edmonton will head out onto the road for the next 4, but great to pick up a win tonight.
All right, well, let's look at Seattle, the Oilers' opponent. You take a look at it. They got balance with their scoring. We're going to go downstairs.
We're just going to head downstairs.
Yep,
Aiden Gannam downstairs with Evan Bouchard.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Evan, a big win for you guys. You guys pick up a massive victory. Can you just take me through what you saw out there in this one?
It was a good start for us getting up 2, but we got to find a way not to blow that lead, but we stayed resilient, battled through, and got the goal at the end.
It was a bounce-back win, kind of a vengeance win for you guys after what happened last week against the Ducks. So what does it feel to pick up a victory against a squad like that?
Yeah, it was great. We knew they were going to come out hard. They were coming off a back-to-back, so we had to get on them quick. But they made it hard on us, but in the end, we stuck with it and ended up getting one.
Thanks a lot, Evan.
Thanks.
Guys, all right. Thank you very much. Aiden Gannam downstairs with Evan Bouchard. Oilers win it 3-2 over the Ducks. Bob, you were talking about the Seattle Kraken.
Seattle does not have Jordan Eberle, but they do have balance up front. Now, Leon Draisaitl does have more points than any Seattle forward, or more goals than any Seattle forward. They're going to be a tough out. One thing they've struggled a bit, Philip Grubauer is at an .877 save percentage. They can really bring it from the back end. They made the two big off-season signings, Chandler Stevenson and Brandon Montour. Montour, a 7-year deal at $7.14 million, and he's been good. He's got 8 goals and 22 points in 38 games. They got Dunback as well. That's 8 goals and 17 points in 19 games. So it's 2 guys in the back end, a combined total of 16 goals. Beniers has had a very tepid start. They picked up Capo Caco in that trade for Borgen, and he's got a goal and 2 assists in 6 games. So he's given them a little bit of juice. This will not be an easy second back-to-back for the Edmonton Oilers.
No, it will not. And the Edmonton Oilers heading out on the road. They got Seattle, Boston, Pittsburgh, and Chicago to play on this trip. But they finished things off, or had a home game before they took off, and it was tough sledding here. It was a 2-0 Oiler lead. It was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in the first, Darnell Nurse scoring in the second. Oilers had a 2-0 lead. Brett Leeson gets a goal in the second period on a breakaway. Jackson Lacombe ties it on the power play for the Ducks. But Leon Draisaitl, 28th of the year, leads the NHL in goals. And he gets the game winner at 18:25. Hyman and Nurse pick up the assists. And Draisaitl now ahead of Glenn Anderson. All-time Oiler points, 907. And he's got goals in 3 straight games, points in 13 straight games. And the Oilers win it. They're now 23-12-3. Ducks drop to 16-18-4. 3-2 the final. Oilers over Anaheim here at Rogers Place. A Rogers post-game show. It's coming up next.
The Blues do battle against the Ottawa Senators. The Blues can be heard on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 944, while the Senators can be heard on Internet 939. At 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers are in Anaheim to do battle against the Ducks. You can hear the Oilers on Sirius 210, XM 221, Internet 930, while the Ducks can be heard on Internet 920. At 10 p.m., the Vancouver Canucks are against the Nashville Predators. The Canucks can be heard on Sirius 91, XM 91, and Internet 948, while the Predators are on Internet 935. I'm Zach Crawford with your Sirius XM NHL schedule. All times are Eastern, and please remember all games, times, and channels are subject to change, so make sure to check out SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 7 p.m., the Florida Panthers are against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Panthers are on Sirius 91, XM 91, Internet 931, while the Penguins are on Internet 941. At 8 p.m., the Chicago Blackhawks face off against the Montreal Canadiens. You can hear the Blackhawks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 925, while the Canadiens can be heard on Internet 934. Also at 8 p.m., the St. Louis Blues do battle against the Ottawa Senators. The Blues can be heard on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 944, while the Senators can be heard on Internet 939. At 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers are in Anaheim to do battle against the Ducks. You can hear the Oilers on Sirius 210, XM 221, Internet 930, while the Ducks can be heard on Internet 920. At 10 p.m., the Vancouver Canucks are against the Nashville Predators. The Canucks can be heard on Sirius 91, XM 91, and Internet 948, while the Predators are on Internet 935.
Mad Dog Sports Radio has the best sports talk in the business, covering sports with a passion and knowledge you need. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 86, and the SXM app.
Tampa Bay Lightning head coach John Cooper stopped by for a morning skate with Gord Stellick and Scott Laughlin on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio on Sirius XM Channel 91 to talk the keys to his success over the years and the challenge of getting to the Stanley Cup Final 3 years in a row.
John, I'm going to ask you to be a little bit self-analytical and, being in the business that you're in and knowing how successful you've been and what drives you and motivates you. What do you think has been the key to your success over the years? I mean, every league you've been in, you've won, you've had the staying power, and you've had all kinds of championship pedigree. If you say, hey, look, I'm still going strong, I'm still chasing another ring, what is it that keeps you going, and what is it in particular that you feel has made you as successful as you've been?
I would say there's a couple things. Internally, it's the fire is still burning. And so I think that, first and foremost, is the biggest thing. Because when you lose your passion for it, and I've watched it happen to people, then you might as well you should get yourself out, because you're just doing yourself and your team a disservice. So that passion is, first and foremost, the big thing. I would sit here say on the other side of things, like Jeff Vinik as an owner, and it kind of goes back to the previous question about